Zio game vai tu adi anaro sira mamenu de abesamu kono waga rere ne kwi yo ganti aplo adi anaro sira kadu Sabo bushumbo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so kawaka kama mapenyo no consider Bagum ya botlana ye to dogin se kewe to gain sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamen do gain sugu Don't matter where you so this kewe to gain sugu kuwa ko eresi ao to gain sugu tomorrow Nyera no ayo kagoda boa Mawe koya mohiti wangure toke waro kombe keidu Mawe soye sikawe lagu Yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui Nuso eikasu Boplaki ya mui Nyaba wakamao Hawe soye sikawe Hawa nasu ayo tukagu Maone wabili wagu Those get up in here, I went up in your mouth. You go ahead and see how many. Honey, I'm going to see it ever good. Some yet. Maluo, no gonza sasa ingo mume na zabagu apaka yute tumetone maka wakori de toke bonga bebo atene mage yamae sawe wapia yewa sore oye tumagasi mauga kala mui black ya mui yama wa kama ana nere yetu Yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui Nuso eikasu Boplaki ya mui Nyaba wakamao Hawe soye tukawe Hawa nasu ayo tukagu Maone wabili wagu Zoskero wabili wakazua Hawe nyoko mao Sugu kuwa ko eresi Amenu Honey, I'm going to see it ever good. Some yet. Maluo, Mawe koya mohiti wangure toke waro kombe keidu Mawe soye sikawe lagu Yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui Nuso eikasu Boplaki ya mui Nyaba wakamao Hawe soye sikawe Hawa nasu ayo tukagu Maone wabili wagu Zoskero wabili wakazua Hawe nyoko mao Sugu kuwa ko eresi Amenu Honey, I'm going to see it ever good. Some yet. Maluo, tuta kuna gonza seza igo mume na zalagu apaka yute tunetone maka wakori de toke gonga gbebo atene mage yamae sewe wapia yasore tu magasi mau kala mui black ya mui yama wa kama ana nere yetu come
Let's start all over. Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Pub Radio. Want to thank all of you again for tuning in to Labra Pub Radio this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have a lot to cover here tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, joining us here. We appreciate all of you. Thank you. Stay tight, stay tight. Labra Pub Radio is here to serve you, to be honest with you, and we will do our best here this evening to make sure that you are on board with us and satisfied with what we're doing. Now, it is your duty. It is your duty, and folks. I don't have anybody here besides me. Mama Lumo said, "Good evening." Wow, a young man always tracking, ready to be there for us. We appreciate it. So okay, so just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm also the producer, the moderator, the you know who, Samson told Labra Public. So tonight, at the end of the show, I'm gonna take at least 15, 20 minutes of your time. I have a paper here with me, as I stated the last time. From this point on, until I leave this show, or until I got fired. How you fire the board chair, my people? Who able to fire the board chair? Eh? They crumb and I left power like this here. Who able to fire me? Eh? They crumb man who left power. You know crumb and power business. You know that one? Who able to fire me? But until I leave, I'm gonna be. I have so much documents here. Oh, I forgot. I said, Vice President. I said, you know what? Please forgive me. I should have gotten in touch with him this weekend so he can set up on archive uh, on Labra. What the heck? What is going on here? What is this? What is this? Folks, I'm going to cut off something here, but it might take me out. Okay. All right. What was that? But anyway. So I say, you know, I should have contacted him this gone weekend so he will help to establish an archive folder where people can go and read all of these documents for themselves on labropodradio.com. You can go there. You'll be able to go. If we have done that, I would have directed you there to say go there and you will read the document for yourself. I got plenty. This particular one here is very interesting document. But before we do that, I'm going to be reading that here tonight, and it's called "The Revolution: The Voice of the Revolution," a publication of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia, March 31st, 1979. Hmm? If you are a political junkie, you will follow me tonight. So let's go ahead. Safety, Lord Jesus, want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for everything that you have done and continue to do for us. My Lord, we ask for long life. We ask that you continue to bless us. We ask that you continue to give us the opportunity that you're giving us. Thank you. Thank you for things to come because we know you will do greater things for us. And we want to thank you in advance for that. Those of us that believe in you, we know your strength. We know what you can do. So when we say greater thing is to come, we believe in you. You will provide. Thank you. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for everything. My Lord, we're back again tonight. Before you, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Before you, we ask that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. That indeed we are here tonight, even if our eyes are open without your lights, we see nothing. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Extend his life. Whatever he touches, bless his hand. Travel mercy. Wherever he goes, travel mercy upon him through you. Thank you for that. We ask whatever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, that that door will be opened by you. We believe in you. We trust you. We have faith in you. And we can proclaim here publicly without fear or ridicule to say, you are the one who has control over everything we do. And we want to thank you for the opportunity. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, Clarence David, for you special, what you might call channel phone. My channel phone disappeared. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So to just to jump on what I'm going to be doing about 15, 20 minutes before the end of the show tonight, I'm in control. So I will bring the show to an end. Anybody joining me 15, 20 minutes, we're going to close because I got to read this thing here. And this document I'm about to read to you tonight. Propagandist, you come and listen. You don't cuss. You choose your words very easy, very carefully. And that's why this young man, Prince Sharif, you have to watch for him. Wherever platform he's on, if you are from the Unity Party side and you think you can curse them, this young man does not insult. He picks his words carefully. Words are powerful. If they are used effectively, they're more than life, they're more than knife, they're more than anything else. They're dangerous, that for school. And this young man, he doesn't do this south nyama they can do in Labrador. Take all agitate, put it together, boom, whistle, and then they say they not speak book. No. Prince Sherry pick his word carefully. And when he pick one word and prick you with that word, he keep pricking that one word. He will repeat it over and over because this is what Prince Sherry have learned over the year, even here in the United States. That there are certain people in our society, they hear one word over and over, it becomes truth. It becomes real. And the like of Prince Sharif, they know it. They know it. They know it. And so when they bring out, and I'm not a spokesperson of Unity Party. I don't even Unity Party as far as I'm concerned, they don't they flaka J. They are flaka J, only president. But without President Unity Party will be nowhere. This is the party that refused to bring with them John Molu. That means how serious can you be if you reject John Molu to be part of your government? That means you are ready to be corrupt. And Unity Party, you are corrupt. I say so, except for President Baka. Except for President Baka. Except for President Baka. So I'm saying again, folks, whenever you see Prince Sherry come on this show, do not condemn him. Don't use insult words. Listen to him. What did I say? Bring your enemy closer. So when Prince Sherry, he's not an enemy now. I'm just saying that he's not an enemy. But bring opposition. Okay, that's the correct word. Bring opposition closer. So you will hear the insight when you start having conversation with them. And Prince Justin, the Prince Sherry, they say, oh, he yelled and screamed. Oh, that's the way he talks. But he's not combative to the point of being insulted. No. He will call the president name and political names and what have you. He's a he's an opposition. What do you want him to do? Come and praise your government? No. His job is to make sure to highlight whether true or not, but to highlight what he believed to be the fault of the government. But words he picks to prick you, they're very powerful. And that's why I don't mind him being on here. If I like to have him here and let him talk, when I let him talk, sometimes I give him, and people say, oh, why you giving Prince Harry so much time? Because I want him to talk. So I hope the young man will join me again tonight. Whatever time he has, he can join us anytime. But let's move on. Let's move on. You know, when CDC was in power, right? Oh yeah, like it's Ali. I can't wear mom. What team in Liberia those did that used to wear maroon? No, Batman. Batman was wearing black and something. Saint Joseph Warrior were wearing white and blue stripe. We know I got the fully that of nyama color where people don't. Oh, let me cover my neck, Sam, so the people don't even see no yellow here. I say I got nyama color. Don't look at my neck, my necklace I had on. It got yellow there by mistake. They put yellow there. The people put the yellow there by mistake. Don't look at it. I say I got nyama color. Barrow got good color. Samson too, folks. We're having fun again tonight. Okay, so uh, so let's go ahead. So I just want to say this that whenever you guys see Prince Sharif appearance on LPR, let's welcome him. He's not an enemy, but I like to bring them close to me so I will know their inside. But one of the things you want to do with people like a Prince Sherry, don't come in with festation. You waste your time. Prince Sherry, you see, yeah, that festation was moving. They Prince Sherry, he not like water cutter then. He not like Aaron Blubber then. He not like you don't get vexed. You say whatever you want to say, you don't get vexed. But he stick with one word. If he speak that word, he know he breaking you. He will keep pushing it. You gotta push back. And that's what we're going to do here. Not because of Unity Party. Like I said, a party that refused John Monroe to join them, that's a corrupt party. That's what Unity Party is. Not President Walker. Not President. You know, I have the ability to compartmentalize. And so I can say, Unity Party, you're corrupt. But President Walker is not. Then people say, but he's the head. No. That's why they put him in a bubble. That's why they put President Walker in a bubble. So when he's in the bubble, he doesn't see anything that goes around. You think people are stupid around here? We know. And we'll deal with them one by one. But let's move on. So today it was a sad news. Those of us who started knowing themselves in the middle 70s, early 70s, I was still holding my pants like this here, walking around town, holding my pants so it don't fall down, or sometimes go in the bush and grab a rope and tie the rope around my pants because if I untie it, it will fall down. So you tie the rope around it, or you hold it like this. You know what I'm talking about? Hold your pants, short pants like this while you walking. Even when you play football, you hold it like this before you fall down. You know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all, plenty of y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, I'm bigger, man. You're the people. Okay, you're people. So when we came to Monrovia, started growing up, we started, here and there. before we know, the son that just passed, I was around what, very little. As soon as my parents found out that the mom was pregnant, ooh, they took the woman away. I can't even afford to buy food for myself. How am I gonna feed baby and mom? Look, they took that one. They say, you don't belong here. They left me in Montreal. But as the 70, 76, 77, and things like that, then I started seeing uh, there were a few people that I used to admire from my own neck of the wood. One of them was this called Morrison Kwate, older than me. Another one was Bere Mose Zian. Another one was Pedro. Another one, the mean one, called him William Guate. Those guys could dress. They're from Town. Don't get me wrong, they're from Town. They could dress. I I just William Guate, he was working at Roxy Cinema at the time. So dressing, he has no choice. But Morrissey Kwate, Pedro, and then there's another one, Sammy Toida. He could dress also, but he left both business. Okay, the like of Mr. Dennis, P. Dennis, who over there now in Massachusetts. He can dress too, but he left both business. My own cousin here, brother here, Jinky, they dress well, but they left both business. But the other group, both business, yeah, they go to school, but it was not everything, but they were dressing. And I like that dressing business. Ah, but why would get money from to can't dress now? I want dress like these people, but why would get money from? I will come to can't jump my show or can't spot my show here. Hey, you gotta wait. You wait. Let me finish my tabata, big you. Or I'll bring you on. You listen to my tabata. You know, one way or the hand. So yeah, I got plenty of tabata after that. So you want me to bring you on? I'm like, okay, thank you. Hey, let me finish my tabata, big up. So I let dressing. So how can I do the dressing? I don't got money, and I don't want to steal. Washing car 25 cents. It will not buy you shoes. So my cousin, slash brother, cousin, we were working with a Lebanese man on Benson Street. He said he didn't want a job. He took me there. The guy used to sell sardine and wine. That was his specialties on Benson Street. So most of the two-week party people that started to go and buy their thing, then they buy the ham, big hams, stuff like that. Big feet. That's where they used to buy them from. So I'm working for him. You're paying me $20 a month. No big deal. So he and I will go to how do you call it? Hey, you're a brother, man. I beg you, man. Oh, man. You see that? You come fire again. Oh. That the same thing. You can do. Okay, you come fire. Mama, go fire, chairman fire. Thank you. But anyway, so he and I used to go to the port, and he would get all of the goods from the ship. Then we'll come by. So when they bring their goods in the truck, okay, they put them the truck, the boys that on the truck, they pack everything in the store. So I used to help him to stack them up in the back of the store. I paid $20 a month. $20 a month. What am I going to do? So there was the next door. There was another Lebanese guy who was about myself about the same age, but he had a store. So he knew I'm very active. And right there on Benson Street, they had those children, those young people that used to sell books. Most of them, my son were friendly. And I got my $20. Would go and I buy them kobo on Benson and Central Street. I buy kobo. We eat kobo in the morning. We eat kobo lunchtime, things like that. How much was a kobo? 25 cents. We just do it. So anyway, so the guy said, "Come and work for me." I said, "Okay." You're paying me $36 an hour. I mean, $36 an hour back in 90. Oh, I would have been rich. $36 a month. So I told the guy, I said, "Okay, this is a store, clothes store, shoe store. Give me half in cash. The other one give me shoes and clothes." He said, "No problem." The kind of shoe I want, he doesn't have them in the store, but he got it at home. So I used to get his old shoes. But when I finish dressing, I go to EJ Raw. Oh my goodness. But the whole story, now I gotta tell you now, today was a very sad day for those of us. Yeah, Prince Sherry. Yeah, Prince Sherry, good evening. Thank you. The whole story, today was a sad day. Those of you that were born from 1974, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, okay, 7 years. Those of you that were born within that 7 years, you were conceived through Jimmy Cliff music. I say so. You were conceived through, I don't even say maybe, I don't even say they say. I said those of you that were born in the 70, 74, I mean 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, yeah, 81, something like that. You were conceived through Jimmy Cliff music. Because when the music playing, usually when the music playing around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, forget it. Somebody coming to bomb, baby. There's no question asked. So many of you that were born those years, on a very serious note, go and have conversation with your mom. You will most likely, especially if your mom was at LU at the time, or your mom was somebody working low position or somewhere in the government, you were conceived through Jimmy Cliff music. And Jimmy Cliff passed today. I'm not sending you no link, water cutter. I'm sending you no link. I sent you link here the other day, blue, 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 and I sent it to Prince Sherry. You think what you want? The Prince Sherry one link. Why you can't ask me that? You don't want to be my distributor. I'm saying no link. I don't even know you said. I don't even see you say. I don't even see you. I here for power today. I'm the liberal. I was saying the link. Let me finish my thought. I was saying the link. You want to share? You share. Who you want to share? You share the job. We have to let him come. But anyhow, on a very serious note, Jimmy Cliff passed today. Very sad day. Very sad day. I wanted to play some of his music, but if I do that, Facebook and other people, YouTube, they will try to block me. But if you do research on Jimmy Cliff, you know, snake, they got snake in the grass, eh? You think you all that, they bring you down, eh? So there's some other music. I mean, Jimmy Cliff, especially in 1976, he was in control of Liberian music. He was way in Jamaica, but he was in control of Liberian music. So many of you that were born around the 76, 77, 76, you were conceived. I said so. Totally. Jimmy Cliff. Competition to Jimmy Cliff was Prince Nico and another guy, what's his name? The guy who sang the song, Who Owns the Land? I forget the name. Sonny Okusu. Those are the competition. Then Oliver Decor came around, but he was not much of a then the likes of what's the band? Original Brothers, they came along, but nobody could take Jimmy Cliff off. Every corner. You go to Bushakola, Jimmy Cliff. You go to what's the other bar area here? They call it what's the name of it? Happy Corner, down what I say, Jimmy Cliff. Any corner you go to in Monrovia, you go Brusher Island, Jimmy Cliff. You go West Point, Jimmy Cliff. Nuclear Town, Jimmy Cliff was in control. So all of you, I say so. I'm allowed to make that point. All of you that were born those in Monrovia now, now in a country where I was running behind elephant down there, different thing. But the people born in Monrovia those days, especially if your mom was at LU, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, when you pass by, those of us that used to come home from Egypt at night, you go behind the house, you hear Jimmy Cliff, very low. That's small thing. But anyhow, I just thought that I'd tell you. I want to thank all of you, Mr. Jimmy Cliff. We're going to miss you. Thanks for all the good things that you have done, especially those of us that love music. So let's move on. Well, the one hour here. Okay, I'm done with my tabata. Any of y'all want to join me? Y'all join me now. My tabata over. So let's go. So there's this video that going around. I'm not gonna play one other video before I talk about the political video. There's this other video. There's this other video. It's very sad. This is the prediction for the future. One young man, he couldn't be anything more than 6 or 7 years old. Have scissors in your hand, threatening to stab his friend in a fight. And he stabbed him on the hand. There's a video for that. You don't know me, eh? You don't know me, eh? You don't know me, eh? 6 year old, you telling me they don't know you? Where is the mom and father? Where is the parent? Where are the parents? That is the future of Liberia. We're not paying attention. We're not paying it. And here's the thing here. For those of you that are still young, don't just run politics as though you're running politics. Run it to mean something. Pretty sure I was talking about here earlier. And let me repeat myself again. You're welcome on this platform. Whenever I'm on, you're welcome anytime. You want a link, I will send you the link. But yes, the thing I said earlier. People like you are not like common sedition. No having wizard then type sedition. They take all adjective room, they put it down and say that book, they not speak. Blah, foul, sow. You're not like that. You have studied the American style of politicking. And for young opposition and for young people that are going to face the like of Prince Sherry 10, 15 years from now, the same thing I used to tell Jefferson Koji, it's the same thing I'm telling you. You don't prepare yourself. People like Prince Sherry, then will eat your lunch. He pick a words. I've been watching him for a long time. When Prince Sherry talking, he yelling, I said, forget about yelling. Don't listen to the yelling. Listen to the message. What is he saying? Prince Sherry pick one word, he stick on it, and he know words are powerful. That's what I said earlier. Prince Sherry, not like Aaron brother then water cutter, then they get vexed, they start yelling, blah, blah. No, you don't hear. You say what you want to say, just sit down. When you finish, he talk. Because he know he will get him time to talk. Then when he ready to talk, that same word, he will repeat it over and over and over. Prince Sherry, as I stated earlier, have learned over the years that there are certain people in the society, when they hear one word over and over, it becomes real to them. And for you to dislodge them from that belief, it becomes difficult. And therefore, when Prince Sherry get engaged, immediately, if you want to make sure his words are not as transformative as he believes it should be, engage him immediately. But you don't do that, you're on your own. But anyhow, let me move on. So that's the other video. The other video that the people talking about. Uh, guys, I'm running my mouth now. Rescue 2, Rescue 1 is calling. Madam Cotto, you came on earlier, but I was in the move. I was Tabata was running. Join me. Because tonight I'm gonna bring the show to an end about 10, 20, 15, 20 minutes early because I got this pamphlet I want to read. So please, Walter Cutter, let me send you the link. Don't share my link, Prince Sherry. You want to share. I won't even stop you, sir, but you can't do that kind of thing. When we send you the link, you want to share with anybody, you let us know. You don't just get it and share it. You can't do that. That's unfair, and that's not nice to do. Yeah, my other cousin. Okay, Walter Cutter. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Walter Cutter. Okay, Walter Cutter, give me a minute. Okay. All right. Let me bring in Rescue 2. Man, Pi, every time I'm in trouble that I think you can't rescue me. But Rescue 2, hold on, give me, okay, what Cutter? Say, I don't even want to share you the list. I want to bluff you a little bit. What, Aaron Bradley, what you know about Harvey Connor? Eh? You are not even born with happy corner. What happy corner? What you know about happy corner? They begin that one begin. They begin that Aaron brother. Even though he's small, but that one begin. How you know about happy corner, man? Oh my goodness. No, Aaron brother. I never went to. I never went there. To be honest with you, I never went there, but I know of the of the place. Yeah, I was too fun to go to Happy Corner, man. I was too fun. Chico everywhere. I was just too fun. I'm being very serious. I'm being very serious. I'm not ugly to go to Happy Corner for what? For what reason? I go to Getty Street. I go to the nightclub in Getty Street when I get a farm man myself. When I get to how do you call it? Getty Street all over. I can afford club beer. Why would I want to go to Happy Corner? Happy Corner for people who coming from Total yesterday, just coming in. They can't they can't move around. Then they go to Happy Corner, but not people like me. I got. Why would I want to go to Happy Corner? For what reason? Ten finger. Why would I want to go to Happy Corner? I beg you, man. But anyway, so Rescue 3, thank you for joining me. Walter Carter, I send you the link. If Prince Sherry want to come on, you want to send you the link, let's do so. So there's another, before I let Terry, good evening, thank you for joining me. Before I bring you in here, let's start the show. There's a video that was going around. The same way that video, the same way we were going with Cummings being towed in a hammock, Totman being towed in a hammock. I myself, my eyeball kolo kolo. There was a district commissioner used to be stationed in Zwadrum. But there's another town outside of Zwadrum called Johnson. It's a nearby area. And our farm, we were from our farm used to be not too far from Johnson. It used to be, they call it Dian. So that's where our farm was, and that's where Gay Breeze family, that's their farm. So we also were there. So we used to go down there to do farming, and so when it rained, yeah, sometimes you walk for maybe 2 miles straight, all chua 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 chua, all 20 30 minutes chua chua, more than that chua, all. So the district commissioner don't want to walk, even though he's supposed to wear a rain boot, but people were carrying him in a hammock. And as a little boy, I used to walk behind them with a load on my head, So I saw the way he was behaving. And at one time, I swear to God, one time I saw his behavior, and I was saying to myself, if I was one of those, I would throw him down. Because the guy, when he walk like that, he wants to rest, and he telling the people he has a foot like this on the people's shoulder. So he uses legs to single which way to turn and stuff like that by using his leg. He wear one. And that one of the things I get it hard here to remind me. Many of you who from the countryside, these are the kind of hat the district commissioner then used to wear. Okay, so he used to wear the kind of hat we call it cobbler. Okay, but so that's the same thing we were talking about. What's his name? Cummings. Then we saw today a video of President Bakari sitting down for his own son, whoever he is, I consider him as a son because President Bakari is the father of the nation. But for people to videotape him kneeling down with the president's legs on a stool in his house, mind you, I thought that was disservice to the president, and anybody who is responsible for that video should not. I'm not talking about firing, but should not come close to the president anymore. But that's not going to happen because the people have the president in a bubble. So if President Baka was not in a bubble, he would not allow that. He was not going to allow anybody to kneel before him. But because he's in a bubble, those are things they tell him they don't mean anything. People who are gonna criticize, that means they don't like you. The same thing, the kind of foolishness they used to do to President Weah. Why this thing here? In our culture, for example, if I were to, whenever I leave Monroe and go to Tota to meet my mom, I don't shake her hand. I go like this. She way out there. I only touch her here. She touch me here. That's it. Like this. Like this. That's it. You don't go close. Whenever she comes to Monrovia, she will not sit on my bed. When she comes to my place where I stay, she doesn't sit in my bed. Either sit on the chair or she will go be outside and say, let's talk outside. That's it. Going in my room. She doesn't do that. When I go to total, I don't even sleep in the house. I have to sleep with friends or go to the gate. They will have a family house at the gate, and I sleep in one of the rooms. The culture does not permit you. There are certain things you don't do. For example, when I was growing up, when you're talking to somebody who is older than you don't look them in the face. You bend your head down and you talk to them. That's not a sign of disrespect, or in this country, what they call someone who is not sincere. You don't point your finger at an older person. When you're talking, you don't talk with one finger like that. You're always talking with both hands, and that's why they tell us whatever Razan they talk about. But that's some of the thing. When you're talking, you point you do your hands like this, because when you point your fingers, it's a sign of disrespect and it's a violence to people that you point your finger to. You point finger to somebody when you're ready to fight. Now, when you're talking to the chief in total, I said they say in total in a courthouse, they have a rope that hangs from the ceiling, and it has a like a rope hanging, and then they have the piece of steak. So when you're standing, you put your hand behind you and you hold that rope like this while you're talking. So none of your body move to point to nobody. You hold that piece of steak and you put your hand behind you and you use your hair and your mouth to point to stuff. The culture. Nobody is allowed to violate that culture. You do that, you got serious problem. Even today, when somebody dies, the person who died, the person family, their mom family will come. And when they come, they have to be treated as king or queen or whatever it is. You don't say bad things to them. That's the culture. You cannot mix that culture with the Western style. It affects you negatively. And that's exactly what has happened with this video with President Wakai. Because what that young man was doing today, I would have done the same thing. And I won't even think that President Wakai is the king. No, he's the father of the nation. And he's at home, relax. But for that person who are talking, tell the man how you love him, tell the man how you been campaigning for. Why would you bring those things up? By you injecting that, you give seditious some talking point. They let talking Tabata anyway. But you're giving them more reason to talk Tabata. And I'm not excusing that. I'm not excusing that. The reason why President Baka didn't even pay attention to that, because they have it in a bubble. President Baka get out in the morning and get in our car, and he leave. Do you really believe the President Baka that used to campaign, if he was not in the bubble, will he look at $1 million to go buy a car for himself? President Baka, my people, President Joseph Baka that we all know, if he's not in the bubble, will he allow that? If President Baka was not in the bubble by this time, what is the building everybody crying about him for here would have been condemned by now? He's in the bubble. Terry, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you on this subject matter. I'm not too sure is that what you want to talk about. But first of all, let me ask. Thank you very much for joining me. What's on your plate this evening, sir?
Well, you already are trying to wrap me there now, so we got to fight what. Even though I got something on my plate, but Debo,
Mm,
when Henry Costa knelt down before the president, what you said, boy?
mm-hmm,
When Henry Costa went to the president and knelt down,
mm,
what you said, boy? So there's the work of the opposition. tabata tabula razade.
Mm-hmm.
To boho in everything. To boho in everything. It is their work.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that video, the president was not even paying attention to that young man.
Yeah.
The president was distracted doing something.
He was relaxing.
He was relaxing. And this is the man's private house.
Yes,
This is
that
the
was his
man home.
at home.
All
Yes.
right. This guy perhaps came and just knelt down because of the you by right, the security not supposed to allow that man to even come closer to the president. He not even to the president was even exposed because of the man home. But he's the president. Security not even to allow that man to kneel down over there. Say. Before you even had that other person who are talking, oh, that the president did, and all the kind of thing. The problem here is this, right? When people see videos, they take it in different context because we're not used to videotaping things. That in the West, the people understand what video look like. In our society, any video
Thank
we
you,
see,
Benedict.
we take it out of context. Even if the video don't mean anything that you saw the wrong way. But the society we in, a lot of people have that kind of minute, mediocre mindset. So they kind of think that once the kind of people that spoon them be talking about it, the way they will express it, that what will gravitate will make people say, oh, they think we're bad. But in actuality, if you labor now, you in your house, and somebody come to you, you sitting now, you put your foot on the table. On your table, the papa didn't put his foot on the man's back. The papa foot was not on the man head. The man foot was on his dining table, or living room table. Maybe paying attention to something else. They man, they're king. Because maybe somebody told him, say, go there now, go to the papa at the time, that the best time to see it. That is a pure way of thinking. He knelt down. So when he started talking, later on when the papa started paying attention, and the papa even took on his hat
Yeah.
in
As a
form
sign of respect.
of respect. But if fully people they just jumping over, then tabula rasa then behind a running that is why I coming can't sit down to discuss here. Is that why I come in waste my time on when plenty things are going on? These people do not have talking point. They don't have it because they try to pin everything on the government. Look at the other day, what front page did. The boss hish. Those long boss then they think hish. You go write paper say, oh, the boss break down. Don't you think that common sense, the people will know that the bus didn't break down? Common sense. Later on, the people come out to prove that the bus didn't break down, then you take it down. What all these kind of look? If you look in the country right now, labor, the major or network news media, they against the government, or they against and they're doing it intentionally because that is how they get money. So I see why they're doing all the tabata then. And CDC will be running with it and acting like to say that talking point. And the only people that will believe them are the people who can listen to them. But for me, Joseph Boca, when he coming from the airport, the journalist then I can go meet him, he can tell them to bow down to him before he talk with them. When that puppet coming, when he put a hat on his head, he coming. When the journalist then coming to interview him, he can tell them to bow down before him. The last time when Henry Costa went to the puppet and Henry Costa bowed down, all the pictures on Facebook with all the young men that the puppet been taking picture to with, they can bow down to him. You don't see them standing on the side, including one of the bloggers there, Abbott who got up. He's a blogger now. He went to France to meet JMB in France. He and the puppet stood up side by side, and they took a
Abbott.
photo. Yeah,
Abbott.
Abbott. A common man like that, right? The puppet took a photo with him to show him that look, I see your work, I recognize you, you part of us. That is who he is. So that thing, what are people go do down there?
What you can't sit down with me too now? Oh, I'm not part of there. Oh, okay.
No worry, the woman will call you, Bobby. The time reach here, the time coming. Everybody get a time.
Okay.
When the time
Thank
comes, the old man know. That puppet know he listen.
Okay,
When
thank
the
you.
time is right, he will do what is right. Yeah,
Thank
they,
you.
but that my own there.
Thank you. Let's hear from our sister, Sis Kotu. Thank you. I know when you came earlier, I was in flight. I
I
was
know,
going back
I know.
all the
I
way back to
understand.
EJ Raw. I couldn't stop. But go ahead. Let's hear from you, sister.
You want to happy corner and all came
Oh,
up.
that's not I beg you. Don't put that. don't don't let that kind of thing. I big girl. I'll go to Abbey Corner.
Yeah, you say you can't go to Happy Corner. You used to go to Broad Street. You used to go to get a shit.
Get Street, yeah. Get Street pie, yeah. Get Street pie out there. Get Street nightclub out
Mhm.
there. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. And hi to all of you and Terry, and hi to the people of Liberia. I'm glad to be here tonight. And sometimes, like Terry said, that there are important issues. Right now, we have the budget,
Right.
we have other developmental issues that are on hand. I thought these are things that the people could be going on those very lines and be analyzing. And now it's sitting. All of these things are supposed to be discussed. They are looking at issues that are not even relevant. What's about that? Where I come from, my tradition, you don't even stand to talk to anybody. When that person is like older person, you never stand to talk to them. You bow down to them. And secondly, it wasn't President Barker who told him to kneel down before him. The person who went there took their time to kneel down before him. So I see. So I mean, Mr. Tome, we should now be discussing important issues. The thing about it, the Facebook thing have made things so different. People are looking for viewers. People are looking for relevance, and they take things that are not of relevance to make issue out of. Because they say when people start cussing, they bring your issue, they will get more viewers, and then somehow, and people take that. For me, right now is the issues that are of importance that I would really like for all to discuss,
Thank
like
you.
the analysis on the budget.
Thank
A
you.
young man wanted to just be identified with the president. He was so excited to be with the president. That's why he was there and behaved the way he behaved.
Thank you. Dr. Tutu, I don't know. I don't understand this one you put out here. Is that something you want us to look at? I don't know what it is. Give us more information. Walter Carter, thank you for joining us. I was just talking about you here before you came on. I sent you a link the other day, and for some reason, it ended up with Prince Sharif. So I don't know what the deal with that. So
No, I don't know. Maybe he sent it to Prince Sherry.
maybe
I'm
ask
hearing
him.
I'm hearing myself, Mr. Tho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you echoing. I know it's an echo.
say, Kodu, can you mute yourself a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, can you?
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
it sound better now. I don't know what
oh,
maybe you
okay.
sent to
All
Prince
right,
Sherry.
Dr. Tutu, thank you. That's the link for his book. All right, go ahead. I'm too old. I don't remember much, but go ahead.
Okay, okay. Be smiling with me now. Do you want
No,
me to
I'm
hear
there
on
with
me?
you. I'll be smiling with you. I say I'm
Smile
there
with
with
me.
you.
So, Mr. Tho,
The people say we're not discuss that, so don't bring that video business again. We're finished with it.
who people say? Who people say?
The people who are
Who
in
people
majority.
say?
The people
Who
who are
the
in
people?
majority.
No, who the
I
people say?
said
Don't.
it. You
Since
get
what you
important things to
say.
You ain't
discuss,
got no
man.
you ain't got no
What
moral
I,
ground to even say
I,
nothing here like that. This is the
I,
All right,
liberal show.
all right,
why
okay.
you say I get moral ground? Why would you
No
say that?
moral
You see,
ground.
Jenny Papa was just saying that today. Now you just coming again, you put it up.
Of course,
He ain't even finished with him, Bob. You keep.
you liberal no. The thing about let me tell you, liberal. You know what really get to me? You know what
All
really
right.
get to
So
me?
just got to mute yourself a minute. Let him so we can hear him. Yeah, go
See
ahead.
what really gets to me, Mr. Tool. There's so many our so-called country people. Because I don't like to use that word. I don't like for people to even use it on my people. They call our people country people to denigrate them. When Doe came to power and Tower were eliminated, our people, indigenous people came on the street and said, Native woman, Native woman, I mean,
Bon, so yeah.
Congo man, Native woman born so your Congo man born raw or whatever it was in the whole thing. It was something that the indigenous people felt that they were marginalized. They were subjected to something called slavery. The same things that their forefather experienced in America here when they were emancipated, they sent them to Africa, that the same punishment they gave to our people back there, according to them.
What do
and
you mean?
then we
Hold
look
on.
at
Oh, no,
hold
no,
on.
no, no, no. Walter Carter.
So,
Walter.
so in Lofa we are slaves.
I experienced that. What do you mean according to them?
Okay, you experience it. Thank you for your experiencing it. So it was called slavery.
Okay.
It was called
Then don't say according
marginalization.
to them.
Okay, it was called right. It was not called nothing. When Alexander Cummings came to the limelight, and the people put in Hammond and told him, Cotto then were on the platform. All the people on the platform say they show some form of impure or elitism or the same
You
Congo
come. I
mentality.
don't.
All these
Well,
people
says
show it.
God to
Hold
please mute
on.
yourself. Please
Yeah,
mute yourself. Says God
mute
to please
yourself.
mute yourself. Please
Mute
mute
yourself.
yourself.
Right?
Says God to mute
We
yourself. Thank you.
we got a man who is a traditional man, who everybody say he's traditional, right? You are president. People go to your house to visit you, to come and talk to you. Okay, our tradition, if you send me bow down to my elder and say, Papa, yeah, the first thing they will tap your back and say, son, sit down. You let the man squat on the floor and talk to you. And people giving him
Walter
information.
Carter, let me ask you a
Mr.
question.
Toll, let me
No,
talk
no,
my
no, no,
own.
no, no. You're talking too much about that. Let me ask you a question quick. From the bottom of your heart. Sometimes I know you talk a lot of tabata that you have no control over. Because you fell with your money. All right, you fell with those type of information from the CDC headquarters, and so you got to carry the CDC now. So I don't blame you, but let me ask you this, truthfully: do you believe that President Baka, that young man that's needing to President Baka, that he's doing that to subject him to some form of slavery?
Okay, so let me tell you what I believe.
Okay.
I believe as a man who has lived in the rural part, as a man who came from tradition, as a man who migrated to civilization, should not be practicing such a
That's
thing.
not
But
that's not what
hold
you
on, let me ask you
believe.
a question.
No, you
Let
assuming.
me
I
ask you a
ask you
question.
a
Let me ask
direct
you a
question.
question.
That
Let me
one
ask
thing
you a
about your
question.
sedition, y'all know how to ask a
Okay,
question. That
I
one will
believe
flock
it.
you again.
I believe it. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Tool. If that was Mr. Alexander Kumi sitting in his house on a couch, and somebody from Lofa can't go visit Alexander Kumi and he kneeling down on the floor and Alexander Kumi in your pocket at this and talking to that individual, what will you say? Be honest to your own God, the God you
Oh,
have put
I
on
will
eternal
play
show.
the
What will
video
you say?
and say Mr. Kumi is being elite.
Thank you very
But
much.
that's not the thing. That
Thank
is
you.
not the thing. No, no,
It's
no,
the
no,
same. It's
no,
the
no. You
same.
see, if you do that, no, I just give you my honest opinion.
But it's the
No,
same thing.
hold
So
on, 1 minute.
what a double
The
standard
reason,
here.
no, it's not a double standard. The reason here is this. The reason here is this. Mr. Alexander Cumming is not versed with the culture as much as President Baka is.
So
Number one.
what tribe
No,
is Alexander Cummings?
hold on now. Cumming is from that Boyo. I know that one. Don't worry about it. I know coming from the Boyo
So
side.
it's grand.
What
What you talking about? So you trying to say the Maryland people are Congo people?
I said Boyo, then you say Congo people.
But the Maryland, they are Congo people?
No, I said Boyo. You didn't even know what Boyo there.
No, what Boye is that the Maryland people that drop Boye in like bro, yeah, but Boye from Maryland. We know about Boye for Congo people.
No, but that's why I said, but coming down, I'm coming that Maryland, that Boyo.
That Maryland also,
So
so
I
you tell
said
me
that
Maryland
Boyo,
is
that
not part of
Boyo.
the country. It's not country
Boyo,
people
let
from
me,
Morovia.
you're mixing the whole thing. Let me go back to this and then we can move on. Look, President Baka, first of all, let's look at the stage. You see, you guys do this kind of stuff, and that's why you will not succeed because you don't pick your battle. You just want to fight on anything that comes across your table. President Baka was in his own house. He was not at the executive mansion, number one. Second, President Baka, President Baka, he was already relaxed. It's like, for example, I was here in my couch here. The other we have one living room down there. They were part of my private living room. Well, not private. It's big, but I just lay down here. So my daughter friend came, who used to be my son anyway. He came here. I was laying down. I don't get up. I just shook my hand, shaking. Was I being disrespectful? No, I was in my living room. I was relaxed. So if I were to be on TV, on video, or any of this, what kind of liberal is that? He got no respect for anybody visiting him. The young man come upstairs to come say hi to you. He can still gonna lay down. It's a scene situation. We cannot mix these things into politics all the
Mr.
time.
Toe,
You
as
will
your
not
daughter's
win.
friend,
You will
I
not
will
win.
win. That I
No, you
bring
will not
profile
win. You
as
will not. Okay,
negative on you in your mind. If you can admit on this show that if Elekasama Kumi exhibited same thing, it means he's an elitist. But you can't do that to Joseph Waka because you say Joseph Waka is a what? Is a traditional man, a man who try to eliminate our culture. The same culture currently plays it and defend. The
No,
same Joseph Waka
but
try to
President,
eliminate
you
it.
see that y'all will not when y'all do this kind of thing, y'all will not
We
win.
will win.
Y'all will not
Look, I'm not.
win.
I'm not after
But
us
here's
winning.
the thing
I'm.
here. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, but all you doing it, anything here you do. You take
mhm.
one little thing and you're hoping that we all stupid around here will follow you. We here as a counterweight. We will make sure when you're bringing kind of nyama nyama, we'll throw the nyama nyama right back at you. So let's move on. We'll take cut you
So
only
so
one
okay.
to
So
be
let me
honest
end
with
my
you.
let me end my statement. This is one of the things that brought me on the show tonight to talk. We
Go
can
ahead.
move on, but the reality is what this president show. This president show that he no more part of the indigenous people. He
Mm,
moving from that stage
mm.
and he subjecting his own. And that's why I got problem with people who not speaking the truth. Our
Yeah.
own country people that could not sit to the same dining room table with the
Mm-hmm.
masters, that could not eat to the table with the master. They will cook the food and they will sit in the kitchen when the master and the children finish eating before they eat the food. That the same kind of attitude Joseph Waka exhibited. Even that men are stranger, that men are labor to him. Where his children, you don't ever see President Waka children sit down on his floor to talk to him. His own better born children, they don't sit down on the floor and talk to him. No, that man is a stranger. He's from up country. He's a pellet man. He came to talk to the president. All the president had to do, even the man showing honor, he will say, "Oh, look at the Nigerian culture. When the Nigerian poor, when somebody bow down because you did a good thing for them, they will say, no, stand up, stand up. You know why? Because that man feel that, look, I am not God. I'm not better than you. Stand up, sit down, you got a chair. But that man squat, he was sitting on the floor talking to Job for all the time he talked. And then man had his eye closed, listening and talking. Look, mister, you cannot win that. You
Who
got to
get
call it
out
for what
close
it
now?
is.
That the follow
Look at the video. The
that
president had his eye closed. The
oh
president
that
had
now
his
but
eye
now you
closed.
now today you want you to open your eye. You see what I mean? You now we that today now you want you to open your eye.
The man
Any
had his
other
eye
time you
closed
say the
talking.
man eye close.
The man had his eye closed and he's sleeping, talking to the
There we
man
go.
like somebody
You
don't
will
care.
not win.
Eh?
Water cutter, water cutter. Let
No,
me
it's
tell you.
sad, man. It's sad.
No,
It's
no,
sad, Mr.
water
To
cutter before we
for
move
all
on.
that you people fought for all that you people fought for. I cannot believe a liberal, progressive political guru that sat on the ring, went to that Sony went water, that sting water there in our little old Zinsha,
Mm.
organized pack, being a progressive, will sit down here today and
Water,
defend Joseph Waka for that kind of behavior he
water
exhibited in his
cutter.
house.
Walter Carter, let me say that now. Move on back to Terry. My Carter, I don't see you, so we'll remove that stuff for now. Walter Carter, let me say this to you, to be honest with you. Now, in this day and age of social media, the person I stated before you even came, the person who videotaped that process, that person should not be allowed around the president anymore. The
Why?
security, well, let me just finish now.
No, I don't know why before you finish.
I will
Why?
I will tell you the security forces that even allowed this young man to come close to the president in his living room, as Terry was suggesting earlier, the people should be completely warned, strongly warned. Now, as far as the person who was videotaping, that was not a video in this day and age. Why would you? That means they don't understand the Liberian politics. They have no clue. And because they themselves, they put the paper in a bubble so much that they themselves don't even believe that anything can happen. These are little stuff that will teach them sense. Now, you think I say again, and
So I'm
I
asking you why? Why they shouldn't have recorded that video?
because it put the president in a vulnerable position. To be
So
honest with
if it was so to you, it's vulnerable because that video is not a good video going out
you,
there.
no, no,
It
no,
does not.
it doesn't portray good, and that's the
Thank you
argument you
very
guys
much.
have.
That's what I want
But
you to say,
but
Mister
this is
Two.
what I'm saying. No, that's a different thing. Now, if it was done, if the president action were intentional, then I would say not only is it a bad video, but that the video exposed President Baka for his behavior. That's two different things. The video exposed him because for this day and age where he has social media everywhere. People cutting their toenails and putting on social media. This is not the kind of video you want out there, number one. Second, if President Baka was aware, truly aware, that this man was coming in, you saw the, I'm going to get a number two. He said yes. He didn't say any much. So the president was very much in his house.
Mr. Tool,
Let me finish.
Mr.
You
Tool,
think President Baka will allow that man to do that kind of thing?
Mr. Tool, you say you want to tell me that president is absent-minded?
Here we go. You see?
You say if you are aware.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You're not gonna. What do you think I am on a witness stand here tonight for you? I'm running a show. I'm the board chair. In fact, let me just make it sure.
You see, when you get caught up in the corner, then you play your board chair card here. We play a board chair card. Play. I will fall for it.
Let me just say this. You think that President Wakai at the executive mansion will allow somebody to kneel down before him? Is that what you want to
in his house? Charity begins at home.
We're not gonna. That's why you stay.
Mr. Tool,
Mr. Why you stay in Connecticut and right behind your house, you have the submarine that pass by you every night. You don't even see them. Good night,
Mr. Tool. Thank you so much for agreeing with me that all you guys fought for was in vain. All you guys fought for was in vain. Because you got countrymen subjecting other countrymen to cruelty.
You see, that's why when you make the kinds of
that's what, no, see what there. You are
not sincere. You are being
I am sincere. Will President Baka allow his children to sit on the floor to talk to him? I'm asking the same question.
Walter Carter, have you seen President Baka interacting with children in the house before?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
I can show you picture. I can show you picture of my cousin sitting around the table with President Baka. I can show you picture of it.
Okay.
And the reason why it's like that because of where we come from.
Okay.
But you will do it to somebody who come from up country, his own country, man. Put the man on the seat. Say my son, girl, sit down.
All I can tell you in your life, you will not.
You know the mistake they made, Mr. Toy. You know the mistake he made. If that video were on, and President Baka would have told that young man, my young man, thank you for all that you do for our agriculture sector. Sit and let's talk, son. Sit and let's talk. That video was going to go viral. It was going to go viral with President Baka humility.
You people are not serious. This is why you will not win an election.
And there's not an Omen first time doing anything. You remember the Omen going in? Let me end on this. Don't get changed the topic. You remember the Omen going in Sony went one day and he made an expression that the Liberian people let baking too much. Liberian people let baking too much. They're going to ask for money. There's a man who are coming to America begging people for money. But now he become president now. Liberian people can beg too much. You see, this is ridiculous.
The man going to Sony went, but he said, "Oh, Liberian people let baking." No context. You think your people are just stupid around here? You're not going to win, Walter Carter. If you watch the entire video and put some serious context on it, you will know President Baka did nothing wrong. But let me move on. That's okay. We're here. We're going to make sure. Look, on the only way y'all win the presidency again, if y'all change course. President, former president. We need to get rid of people like you. Then you're really messing here. You know, get rid of people because you're not doing a good deal.
The black, do we have blood pressure right now? You're not doing well. You fall in the corner. You corner.
Big, yeah.
You and Mr. Toe Crow on the one.
Crow on the one. For what? I tell you, said all your business. The man in your house.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Toe. I'm gonna ask Mr. Toe for the recording so you can play it.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, he able to count on. He able. the player independent already, and he able to get up.
Like independent, like honor course.
My cartel, they play my cartel for you. He able to get out of there. Let's hear from you, Terry. Let's hear from you. Go ahead, my brother.
Oh wow.
They just like to, but I like these kinds of debate. You look on a very serious note. And I hate to do this, and I'm not I like to put confusion among sedition anyway, but on a very serious note, that's not the intent on this one yet. Prince Sherry is not on here tonight. Prince Sherry cannot carry this water with the water cutting it. He won't. He
I,
won't even.
I, I can bet you, $1 grand on this show right now. You call Prince here on this show, yeah, eh? He will bring up a the same topic. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
let's
calling you.
forget. Let's forget it. Let's forget.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna text you. Carry your grant. I don't need grant. But my brother, rescue too. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, these are the things cattle then can be running with, and that is why the Unity Party will always win them. You guys don't know that Unity Party is sophisticated in propaganda mechanism. They know how to twist things. They know how to. They tabata them while you're running behind. You got so much grease and ingredient for you to deal with, but you're not sophisticated enough. So you don't know how to catch Unity Party. For you to be discussing the mean thing, the budget and other things, then the Oronto deal, all these things, you're going on previous matter that don't even make sense. The man in your house, the man I put a foot on the man that the one you're running with, and everybody know you bringing in comments what were laying down in the hammer people towing him. So Joseph Boga sitting in your house and somebody come to him. And at this time, Joseph Boga is president. That
Mm.
ball, he not even supposed to be near that place, sitting down over there.
What?
What if he could harm the president? He not
Wow.
supposed to be there.
Wow.
And you don't know
Wow.
Joseph Boca children. You don't know them. You never met them before. You know none of their children.
Let me tell you, Terry, not because you must have said on this show. Let me
Okay.
just correct you
No, give me
tonight.
no. Give me a chance.
Yeah,
That's my time to
let
speak.
him water cutter.
Give me
Let
a
him
chance. All
speak.
that about you talking now because of all you want to talk. You don't know these people. So okay, you will tell me that how you know them and how
Why
they
did you
never
use
sat
my
down on
tea?
the floor, blah blah blah. Now why you come to
Water
talk?
cutter. Let him man speak, please.
The old
Rescue
man was in
too.
your house. The man was in your house. The man put his foot on his table. Somebody apparently sent that man to need that. And number two, you don't even know the
So
rest of
how
the
come we got
story.
two water cutter now? Hold on 1 minute, Terry.
Maybe he on computer and phone at the same time. You know that tabula rasa and how they can do. So yeah. So
Water
Deborah,
cutter, can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Okay, go ahead.
but I hear it myself.
Okay,
no, we're
so
not hearing you double.
because
You want
You
me, you want me go out and come out in?
no, yeah, get out and come back. Okay,
he running away. He not
all
hearing
right,
you, sir.
okay. Let me. All right,
Deborah,
can you hear us now? Water cutter. Okay, go ahead, Terry. When he comes out, bring him back on. Go ahead, Terry.
Deborah, you had the thing here. You had the thing here, right? He didn't even see the remaining story because all the things were not discussed on the video. The video is just a 1 or 2 minute video. Do you know what transpired after the video? What the people did? Whether the men sat down near the paper, whether they took picture and all these things. What was the discussion? You don't even know. Somebody just took a short clip to show to the friend that oh, they men met the president. You don't even know who was taking that video. That's why I said if I was the security, that boy would not even sit to that place. Because this man, even though he's in your house, the man is the president. You see, the man is the president of the country. So the ball went to the man, the old man was sitting down. He not even paying attention like what you saying. You say the man was sleeping. The papa was sleeping. You just admitted that the papa was sleeping because I said, who did the man sleeping? You admitted that the man was not paying attention. So how do you know now that the papa was the one who decided that the man go bow down to him and telling him the man was not even paying attention. When the papa read it, click, then he took out his hat from his head. And the rest of the video was never shown to us. We don't know the rest of the story. We don't know whether that man sat down on the chair. He and Mr. Boca went to the dining room table. They ate. We don't know. Even me, that yeah, I used to sit down on the floor be on my grandma. Because I was read by my grandma and my grandpa. I used to sit down on the floor. Before them, they were like my parents. So sitting down on the floor with your with your father or your relative does not mean anything in our culture. It means nothing in our culture. Talking to your elder like that and sitting on the floor talking to them, it means it's a normal thing in the culture. If you really travel in Liberia for you, you will understand that it's normal in the culture. I lived in Lofa for 2 years. I can tell you a lot about Lofa County. Travel length and breadth of Liberia, that is cultural. The old man didn't put a foot on the man. You bring it coming. Coming over in a hammer. The people towing him. They towing coming. That one you want compare. Look at the kind of propaganda CDC go low for. Coming, coming what they were towing in a hammer. You bring it to compare to a video, what it meant. But
They just,
anyway, labor, I will have to go and pick up my daughter, and
okay,
by 8:30, I gotta go pick up her and dinner.
okay.
But
That's fine. That's
but
fine.
here is the thing here, Keto. You guys need to change the strategy. There is so many things that you got to discuss now that you can hold unity party to. But because you're not sophisticated enough, you're not holding them to what you're supposed to be discussing. And that is how they're going to slide. Their budget, the things that in their budget. If your people know how to talk and they know how to discuss, there will be a unity party because unity party is sophisticated. These are educated people. The only way you can deal with them, you gotta hold them to account. You gotta meet them there and hold them. But you're not holding them. You're looking for
Untangible items. Not
unthinkable things.
not not
Now
not
the
flagage
man
stuff
in
like
your
that.
hall, Joseph, but then he said, "Oh, the papa is a the man is a trouble. He treating his people that say nowhere in the world anybody will take that thing serious. That thing that you're running with, nobody will take that thing serious. I look at Stanton. Big discussion supposed to be having on your show. You discussing trivial matter. But thank you, my neighbor. I will see. Yeah,
You're coming by, or I'll see you tomorrow.
yeah. Maybe I will come back.
Okay. All
Before
right.
you go, I want to, let me go. I will talk how I want to talk.
Okay, let you talk what you
You
want to
got
talk.
you got you put Terry on a pedestal. He thinks he's so knowledgeable about Liberia. I was born 1971, way before Terry. You were born during the war. What I saw in Liberia, Terry never seen it. You don't even know that I got family connection to the Waka children that you're talking about. So when we sit down and talk here, you don't even know that I can send picture of when Bwaka had his wife birthday, his anniversary. I can send picture of my family member on the same chair where he was sitting down. He and his family were right there. I can send picture of them.
People
And
are
if I
kneeling
call
down.
my family,
People are kneeling down to you too.
he was sitting in a chair because he know he would not. And my family people would never allow him to reduce them to that level.
Mm,
All right, they would
yeah.
never allow him to reduce them to that level. I
Wow.
am just saying, if President Bwaka, when that video was on, with all that man achievement in the agricultural sector, if President Bwaka would have said to that man, my young man, you are doing well, you are contributing to our arrest agenda, especially agriculture. Sit and let's have a conversation. Get up, sit in the chair.
Okay. Let
If
let
that video would have
let
shown
let.
that,
I will soon
it would
open it.
have gone virus to
I will.
show
I will. I
Bwaka
will soon.
humanity.
I will soon open the line. Let me quiz you since you're the only brave citizen here tonight.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead. Can you wait until I open the line, please? Hello? Can I open the line before? All right. Thank you. Okay. So let me quiz you here. You guys, do you really believe that President Maka is going to be? I mean, President Weah is going to be elected again as president of the Republic of Liberia?
Well, that left with Liberian people to decide who would be president of Liberia. But what I'm looking at right now,
Hmm.
to answer your question, honestly, I think President Weah will win the
You think?
2029 election.
You think?
If he run,
You
if he
think?
does run, he will win.
You,
Yes.
okay. What are some of the think? Because here's it. Yes, let's be sincere here, and I'm asking you a question not because I'm for President Wakai, but you can interpret it whatever way you want. I can't control that, but I'll be honest with you. President Wakai and the Unity Party, they have history now. Second time around, or third, whatever time you want to put it around. President Weah and CDC, they have history. From my perspective, the history from President Weah, which is much fresh in the mind of the Liberian people than that of Unity Party before, and this one here, why you think that the Liberian people will try to discard some of the mishap within President Waka, I mean President Weah first term, and that perhaps they would say, you know what, let's put that aside and let's bring him back and his people back to power. Why do you think that brown people want to do that?
So the first United Party government that President
I
Bouakai
said, see, you
was.
see that one thing about
Hold
you
on,
don't know how
hold
to
on.
answer.
You say you
I
ask
ask,
question.
I
You
ask
ask question
question. No, no,
about the
no,
in
no. You
the
see, you can't
past and the
control my
present.
question. No, you can't
But
control my question.
how will
No,
you control my
no,
answer?
no, no. Let me ask you again. You see that one thing about
Go ahead,
SCDC.
go ahead. Ask
You
me.
people, you can't have conversation with anybody.
We
You
having
know.
conversation.
No,
I'm
but
answering your question.
I'm
Okay,
asking
ask
you
me
a
the
simple
question.
question. Let me ask you again.
Go ahead.
President we are and CDC have history. President Baka and Unity Party have history. Second term as Hillebra. Why do you think I give you two party with history, but I'm being
Right.
specific with my question now with CDC. Why do
Yeah.
you think Liberian people would discard all of the mishap? You understand that? All of the mishap on a president we are in CDC, and they will say they want to bring that. Then you go on to jumpstart or Unity Party?
Thank you very much. You said you lay your premise before the question. I'm laying my premise before I
All
hit
right,
your
let's
question.
move on. We'll
You
talk about that. You know,
said,
well, then forget it. Forget it.
what,
No, no, no,
answering the
no.
question.
No,
Why you
but
go? Why
no,
you
no, no.
let me
We'll talk
answer
about
your
you. People
question.
can have
You
question. People can have
hold on.
conversation with
You
you.
said they had two terms and CDC had one term
Forget about
and
you. Let me
they
ask this
mishap,
question.
right?
I just gave you two of them. I'm gonna come back. The first question is, why will Liberian people forget about the mishap on a president we are and CDC, and now you want and then you think that they will forget that and re-elect or bring President we are the people back. Then you say, the party.
Okay, so saying you talk about only president, let me tell you why
But
they
that's the
were.
question
They
I've
were
been asking the
let
whole
me no,
time.
you mentioned United Party, and to answer that question, I
Jesus
gotta tell
Christ.
you United Party
And one
failure.
thing I will not win. Your
Listen,
PC,
Mister,
your
you want me to
PC,
answer the
your
question according
PC,
in your
your PC, your
you?
PC.
I cannot answer the question according
You're the
to
I
what you want me
football
to
team. You're
say.
the I football team. Your
So let me
PC.
answer your question now. We having conversation. You ask me question. United Party, the two United Party or government. The first United Party government, the second United Party government now. The first United Party failed Liberia. They tried them by
I ask you for
into
what's your contact,
electing
man.
a
Let's
second
okay.
United Party
You know what?
that also
Just
failed the
call.
Liberian people.
Okay, all
And this is
right.
the
You're not
reason
serious.
why they will bring President Weah back because the second United Party government lie on President Weah
Okay,
administration so
okay.
much.
You're not serious. I
You
tell you,
ask question,
no,
answering the
no, no,
question, then
no, no, no.
you don't want me
You're
to,
not serious. No,
how
no,
you whole
you're not
conversation like
serious.
that?
No,
So
no,
how you want me to answer this question?
Walter Cutter, you're not serious. You're not serious.
How
So
you
let's
want me to answer this question?
no answer
You tell me.
the way you see fit. Answer
Yeah,
the way
but
you
then
see.
why you answer your
Okay,
question?
I'm
United
not gonna
Party
say anything
failed.
yet.
The United Party right now failed the Liberian people. In 2 years, they have failed massively. In 2 years. You understand? For what the propagator during the time they were in opposition. All the things they said when they were in opposition that they were going to do, or they accused the former administration of, this the very thing they even doing it 10 times. The rule of law is completely messed up in the country. They have broken down the rule of law. The president is doing things by decree. He's not
Okay.
even
All
following
right.
the constitution anymore.
Let me open the line. You're not serious,
Uh-huh.
Walter.
It's not
You're
gonna
not
go that well with you
Walter Cutter.
because,
No, it's not about that. I ask you a question and you want to play
and I'm
politics
telling
with
you
my
what's
question.
happening
No,
now.
no, no. That
So how you want to answer it,
no.
President?
I'm not going to control how you answer your question, but I ask you a specific question,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes, yes. Okay.
now your question is dragging. Your answering is dragging things that have nothing to do with my question. So but
Exactly as you said.
this is how you want.
So why you
There
go to
you
the
go.
line when you gotta go into
Okay.
conversation?
No, no,
You see?
you must definitely not. You must definitely not.
Oh my
We're
God,
feeling,
Mr. Tor.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
You know what I noticed? Tonight is not a good night for you because the way we started the show on Mr. Bwaka
mm,
acting like what you portray to
mm,
be Congo people attitude, that's where the show you're going bad because you
yeah,
know what he did. You already admitted that the video show bad image. You understand? And you're trying to shift down the blame on the people who did the recording, not to put the blame on Bwaka for what he did, but you're putting the people that exposed his Bwaka attitude. So you're putting it on the video recorder,
folks, that's
the
the
person that
number. Let me
the
we'll
people that
talk
the person that
yeah, hold on, we'll talk about that, then we'll come to you, caller. But
no,
that's
let
the
the person
number.
come. I can interrupt the caller. Let the caller come on.
Okay. Water cutter, you got nothing to offer tonight. Sometimes you can be really sharp like whistle, But tonight, you dull like even caller said,
I would disagree with you. I would disagree with you.
Caller,
You
what's
don't
your
want
name?
to
Where
eat
you're
crow.
calling from? Let's hear from you.
James they recording from
Okay, hold on, Jane. Hold on 1 minute. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Mr. Keller is just he taking our thing out of there's no contest in our thing says that is tradition in nature. And he contradicted say now to call the indigenous people, country people, but he continue calling the country people on the show. So what actually happened here is that Mr. Keller, let me tell you, when you and your grandfather travel, you go to your uncle place. Your grandfather go to your brother place. You go to your uncle place. When they're giving you food, they will not give you 2 spoons, they'll give you 1 spoon. You know the reason they're doing you 1 spoon? Because you're not supposed to eat with your grandfather with spoon in the same bowl. You should hold that pen with your hand and eat with your hand. That's culture. When you go anywhere you go, they will do it. Because what? Even your grandfather sit down, you should sit down on your foot. You have to go sit down in chair, wait till you your grandfather eat yourself. Now America, they can do that thing where you can eat 3 times a day. In Africa, we do it with respect. We don't eat with our parents. So now you go
Wow.
eat among your grandparents. You don't eat until they finish eating there again in the bowl. You got to wait. They don't even give you meat. You're not supposed to take meat. When you're America, you will take your daughter can come and take meat from eating food again. Traditionally, you don't do it until your grandparents give it to you or your father give it to you before you eat. So that was tradition. That's what our young man, not old man. I don't know if they get old man, not old man.
Hold on, caller. Let me merge the other caller here. I hope they're calling. Caller, this is a radio show. If you want to participate, you stay on. If you have any other thing, please just excuse yourself. Go ahead, caller. Finish, David. Then we can bring the other guy. Hold on, David. Let me merge the other person again, please. Hold on, David. Let me merge this. Okay. All right, David, go ahead. Finish so we can bring these people in. Go ahead.
That man was not thinking how serious people thinking. That man was thinking that, in fact, it's the most best thing ever in his life. Even me, the president, even said I go to the president to talk. That's history for him. I mean, I sat down with the president, we talk, and then you know, that's all that history. You don't care where he said that way, nothing that.
Hold on, David. Hold on.
You know, you're gonna put it in somewhere here. That man I was talking about there, he's not even reached 30 years, or 25.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Let me bring out the other. Thank you, David. Let me bring in the other callers. Thank you very much for your contribution, my brother. All right. Next caller is Life Step. You're next in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, Libra, this is Dr. Toro.
Oh, Dr. Toro, go ahead.
Yeah, Libra, first let me greet you. Let me don't get this studio. You know, we don't get a Congo man from Bon County.
Oh, what's your country? Is a Congo man from Bon County?
Yeah, the Congo man.
From Bon County?
Yeah, he's in Bon County. So,
he not from up river again?
That the all river people that settle in Bon County. But I think. So, you don't learn a good tradition.
Okay.
So, on the I just posted a picture in the chat room, in MPR chat room, to see whether you can share on the show to them.
You mean the picture we're talking about?
Yeah, he's sitting with the president in the chair. He not need now. He's sitting with the president. And they're having a conversation. We don't get to see the chat room. Then you will see that picture. And also to the gentleman in question is my late brother. They call him Stevie. Stevie is the district commissioner of our area in Tututa. And he executed a food agriculture project for the rescue team. And he was briefing the president. And Stevie is a traditional guy. When he went to meet the president, and to show respect, to greet the president, and Carrasco there, they took that picture, they edited it with AI to make it so low, to make it so bad that the job man is either the president or even the president should respect.
Thank you.
Look at the other picture that he said the president is cheering for and stuff like that.
Thank you.
We don't get it, just stop the company.
Thank you, Doc. We'll do that. Okay, let me merge it, and I'll bring the. Uh, okay, Doc. Thank you very much, Mr. Aaron Brabler. Go ahead. I number 9. Let's hear from you. Julu, you have to mute yourself. You look at your driving. Julu, you have to mute yourself. Julu, you have to mute yourself.
Can you hear me, Mr. Tom?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, let me drop this guy. Okay, okay, go ahead. Julu, sorry, call back. Go ahead, Mr. Brother. I don't know whether you're driving or not, but go ahead.
Yeah, the name is Problem, not Problem. Keep calling me Problem. But anyway.
Problem, the other. Where you come from?
Problem.
But you're from Sano County, or you from Maryland?
Yeah. No, I'm from Sano County.
Oh, you're from Maryland. You Boyo. That why you coming run away from Boyo.
I
say you from Maryland. You Boyo. Then you say you from Sano County.
But on a serious note, Liberal, how you doing this evening?
Thank you.
So, as far as Kerry has to be, he's talking about TDC, don't have no talking point. That's what.
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on 1 minute, please. Hold on, let me merge Julu back. All right, go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
First of all, Mr. Toll, so why somebody goes to the president, right? At the president personal residence. Okay, it's not a diplomatic visit. It's not nothing. Why are they taking picture to put it? Why are they putting video out for that? That's the first thing. You're exposing the president to a lot of things. That's his phone. Why are you putting video out for somebody that went to visit him? But then Terry will sit on the show and talk about CDC don't have no talking point. I think that the United Party don't have no talking point. That's why they want to put out anything. Even if the president goes to the bathroom, they will put it out. Liberal, was that video necessary to come out? If like Dr. Toto was saying, if this man went out there to explain about a project that he launched, okay, agriculture project that he launched, he could have said, if he wanted publicity, they could have had journalists there for him to do that. For him to do that, not in the president's private residence, the president sitting there, the president relaxed, then somebody sitting on the floor. It's just an off-take. People just looking at the off-take. And you guys do that on CDC too much. They got a whole sister political party in Liberia. CDC is kind of only opposition party. Not everything that come out is about CDC. Everything that come out, that's CDC. Haven't we said, have a debate with Terry. Haven't we said with Brian, roast him real good. So tell you to shut on that show and just try to talk about people, tabula rasa. If you don't know what a war means, let him ask people. They will tell him what a war means. Okay?
All right, thank you.
He can debate haven't we said anyway? Yeah, he debate haven't we said anyway?
Okay, thank you.
So just to close on this particular issue, just to close, if you go in the interior or if you go to meet your elder and you kneel down or you bow down, there's so many ways you can give respect to your elder. The elder will not let you to sit or to keep bowing down to him. He will get up and tell you, okay, my son, you can sit down now, or my daughter, you can sit down. This president will not do that.
Okay, thank you.
That's the first thing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, hold on, guys. Let me see if this. I hope it will merge because you should. Okay, he's on tonight. All right, 443. I believe that will be Sherry. Sherry, let's hear from you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Liberal, and let me say thanks to your panelists and to the many callers and the listeners. I want to say, my people, hello again. It's another day for us to come and provide the factual information to our people. You know, like our brother Isaac, though we always say, and we want to follow suit, it is very easy to lie your way to power. But when it comes to governance, it's about practicality, it's about the action. Today, the video that we saw circulating from the home of the president is scary, is concerning, and it speaks volumes about the level of division we have in our nation and how leaders have used their position to kind of look down upon the very people who gave them that authority. Today, when you look at that video, there are several angles you can look at that video from. The first thing is, from that video, the president, Mr. Brecker looks intoxicated in that particular video. He looks intoxicated. Intoxicated with power and intoxicated with wine, as alleged by Yete Koluba. You know, Mr. Koluba is on record, who was once the Ghana of the rescue mission, who told all the Liberian people not for me, but that Mr. Brecker, is someone who actually, is involved in this issue of taking in some, alcoholic beverages, uncontrollably, according to Yete Koluba. That's not me. So when you look at that video, you will see that Mr. Brecker was intoxicated, both with, wine, physical wine, and also with power. For a president to be sitting, let me tell you something, I'm a traditionalist. I'm from local and Great Mountain. Our chiefs and our elders, they are not just common people. I always tell Liberians, there are 4 or 5 sectors that lead the country. I know most of us are basically will tell us that there are 3 branches of government. But I will tell you that there are more than 3 branches of government. If you will add the executive, the legislative branch, the judicial branch, we add the fourth estate, which is the press. They are very cardinal in the running of any government, in any society. We have the religious institution, which is very cardinal. And we also have the cultural or the chiefs, the elders, and etc. And these chiefs and elders, they are very, very important when it comes to the issue of effective governance, especially in the New York counties. There is no way you can underestimate their power, their influence, or however you would call it.
Okay.
But today, what we saw a clear example of the dictator that Mr. Brecker has seen in something, where he will say, put his legs on a chair and allow our elder. That man is the representation of our culture. That man who was kneeling down is the representation of our political, our culture, the interwoven between the culture and that of our own,
Okay. Okay.
That you, Mr. President, who you told us that you are is somebody who believes in culture.
Thank you.
I'm coming to young land on the go and say I think it's unfortunate. The last issue to land with is about the issue that has to do with the drug that was recently discovered. As you may be aware, the DEA, one of the DEA commander was fired because he exposed the executive and said the executive members who were engaged in the drug trade, of that. One Anthony Swart was fired.
Okay.
Today, for us,
that's a very interesting conversation on that one, Prince. Why don't you try to join us tomorrow, and then we can have that conversation, please? It's too big for you to do it on the phone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. You're next. Go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call, Labor.
Thank you.
Yeah, Labor, I got a question. Didn't everybody talking about, did he have an appointment with the president? The president where you are coming to their house?
I don't know. I don't know, but in my own liberal speculation, which is my nickname, I would say yes. But I don't know.
Okay. For me, I don't believe the president because the president wasn't paying attention to him. And then when he died, talking plenty, and the president started paying attention. So I think the president was here where it was a setup to me.
Okay.
So it was good. The president said was nice about it. They got me. I'm going to put him behind the gate. And he shouted from behind the gate, and we'll get off from there. Because if the president was here aware that he had an appointment for him to come and meet the man to his own personal house, not to the executive mansion, not somewhere else in government ministry. So I don't have problem. If the president report in 41 he deserves it. You're not supposed to go to the president how you want to meet the president, meet in the mansion. Set an appointment with the president and meet the president in the mansion. and discuss what you got to discuss, and you move from there. So I would disagree with Sedition tonight. It is not a talking point. If you want to talk about something, 36,000 Liberia is talking about the Unity Party bringing medicine to the country to help these people. These are talking points. You talk something that don't make no sense to in the boy here. Thank you tonight.
Thank you. Okay, Rescue 3, you're next. Rescue 3, you're next. Go ahead. Let's hear from you, Rescue 3. Close the show, close the call-in business.
Hey, Butcher, how you doing?
Oh, thank you for recognizing my position. I'm power drunk. I'm power drunk already.
No, you don't power drunk. You're doing the right thing tonight. You know, at least you had a show on course that you allow the guy to spread and say. But sometimes when they come with a falsehood, we should be able to talk about it. Can you show the picture where Joel Howard said I'm going to bend down to President Barker? The vice president or CDC. At that time, she was still vice president. She went to speak to President Barker, and she nailed that to President Barker. So sometimes if you are not, you say when you are not part of something, sometimes you shouldn't talk much about it. You don't know about the pure culture. We are from Liberia, but not everybody getting a part of certain culture. So we don't know about certain things. You should sometimes be slow to talk about it. Besides him being a president, he's an elderly skilled man. And the man who went down there, President Barker is older than him. In our tradition, when somebody who is older than you, you're talking to that person, you cannot stay in the person's face to talk to that person. But I don't know why they got them running when they say, Barker not changed himself to king, this and that. And they found that they matter. The person was in a living room. So I don't know why they're trying to make kids out of everything. To me, they are rather that they had in Kakata that everybody run away from the rally. These are some of the things that they should be talking about. They had a rally, I think, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, I think Saturday or Friday. They had a rally over there. And Talasco, them were them, get them win on, and everybody run away and let the whole place empty. These are the things people should be talking about. The entire CDC packets are disarray. And they are not focusing on the every little thing happening to the president. Can you imagine pressure we think that the president was drunk? It's Botier. How you get to know that the president was drunk? Yesterday, man can see. The man he took the half from there to be able to pay attention to the man. So sometimes we're preaching the quality and we're not acting to talk about it. When you come out with a show, stay out of the and get listen to the show. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. You'll be the last caller for the night. Walter Carter, I'm giving you 2 minutes to give us your rapping because I got this whole thing I'm going to be reading tonight. So please
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Thank you, Libra. On a serious note, I heard all the callers, and people are right to their own facts, whatever. I mean, their opinion, but the opinion is not fact. Well, what we saw on the video, I think it was demeaning to that individual. People want to play tribal, traditional.
So why if the president was
Mr. Toll, you give me 2 minutes.
The president was to call in tonight, say take me to court. What you do?
Mr. Stoll, you give me 2 minutes. Let me express myself. When I finish, then you can ask me questions.
I said 1 minute.
So let me respond to Clarence, the how you call it, the Rescue 3. Rescue 3. I'ma say yeah. I got traditional background too.
They say,
all right?
They say you Congo man that landed in
let the George Toto will balance.
He said,
all right?
He said you from upriver.
We the upriver we get tradition too. Don't worry about that one.
What tradition?
Even if I see,
you even get boat to go back.
And she why you distracting me, liberal? You know the thing not going well with you. The uptake is very bad, and you know it for real. And you were coming tomorrow again. Tonight you were coming after the show so we can talk. And I'll recall you. I'm warning you. Don't call me. Cause I will recall you. No, on a serious note. What he need, Rescue 3 mentioned the vice president, former vice president. The vice president met. She's a traditional woman. She saw the president. She bowed down to the president. Did she stay there bowing down? What you do, you touch her and she let her sit down. What I'm saying here, it's not a bad thing to meet President Bouaka and bow down as a young man to say, Mr. President, how you doing? I'm here. Give a person, that's a decent human being. That's what decent human being would do. Decent people When the person come, you got chairs. Now they say no chair in the era. You got chairs all around there. You kept that man sitting over there explaining all the things he has done in the agriculture sector. All the things he had done. There's somebody who carried the man. That person sound like one of the representatives that took him there. Because nobody just appeared in the president present. Nobody just appeared. That president knew he was coming. The president, how you might have passed through bridge security from the main gate all the way inside, coming in the president's sitting room. You think it was just for nothing? You were just sitting there. You didn't know somebody was coming? I don't believe that. But the caller that called and say, oh, this, that, you want to put in front of the man like a business. All I know, all I saw a president that demeaned another human being. And these people, this man, Toto King and Lana Show, to say, like, hey, brother, he from Totota. The man from Salala. The man said he from Salala. Then he said the man from Totota.
What make you think Dr. Toto King got brother in Salala?
But Dr. Toto said the man that in Totota, the man coming from with a project when you're talking. The man said
what make you think he said what the man coming to my brother?
You know nothing about Salala.
Yeah, but he said my brother.
You just inherited a lofa need and what you call it Tama. What kind of name they give you say that it need on fire. You know
fire.
Yeah. Samson fire too. Why you let to distract me?
Thank you.
Mr. Fire, look, let me tell you something, right?
No, Fire, so, Mr. Fire Bakai.
Fire Bakai too. Let me tell you something.
No. You put to that, then you sending me right to grant you that.
Okay, Fire Bakai. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you for free. What this president did.
Well, you see, you read it from Up River. Look, he said Salala is a district.
But what did I say? I called Salala to be a county. I said the man from Salala.
Yeah, but from Salala, if Salala is a district, Totota is Totota not part of Salala district?
No, Totota is not. You know how they call that Salala area? That whole Salala area, know the name of that Salala area?
Well,
you don't even know the name. My grandparents got farm over there. They cannot even name the original, the whole surrounding area. He didn't even know the name for it.
You say, listen. He said Totota is in Salala. So Salala is a Dala.
That Toto he's lying. Totota, you gotta pass Flare. You gotta pass Flare before you go all the way to Totota. And then you call the name of that whole area, that clan. How they call the clan?
Walter Carter, you're really from Up River.
Let the man call the clan name. The clan name. Let he call the name of that clan that he talk about.
The man that they call Dr. Toto. He's from Totota. Then you want
Dr. Toto from Toto, you know nothing about that area. Dr. Toto from way or how they call it young quality area there, way beyond go back. They play the post speaking, but they even know that play the post speaking. That they play the man from they can sit down and talk about for Toto that side area.
Let me thank you.
So Mr. To, I just wanted to end on this thing. Please. I think sometimes we come and discuss serious issues here. That issue make headline in the country. The uptake is not good for the president. Okay, the person that did a video, I don't know what they meant good, but the video turned to be bad. When you see somebody come to your house to visit you or to talk to you, get the person sit down, son.
Thank you, Walter Carter. Thank you very much. Let's do it again tomorrow. Terry, thank you for coming back. Give us your closing so I can read this wonderful paper I have here tonight.
So, Keto, then you have to use that video for re-election in 2020.
We didn't use that video. We're just talking about this in the media.
The man
call my name. The man call political pastor King. Call my name. I can do what you do.
Walter Carter, we can't do that.
Mr. To, the political pastor King on it.
Thank you.
Benjamin show you are going to carry to Benjamin show you are going to discuss it because in that show you're going to be sharing the man. Take it to Benjamin show you are going to be got no to net why you will be on for 4
hours. We're going on there. We're going to get it here.
Who need Benjamin show?
And I see he's spying on the show. He can't be spying on the show. You want to listen to
that keto spot. That keto spot. but yeah.
Oh God.
You see the ball play. I'm not here to debate talking about tabula rasa, blah blah blah. Bringing you can't debate. You keen to the debate.
Look at the liberal smiling. Look at the liberal smiling. Look at the liberal smiling. Now see Terry. The whole continent on live for. Look at that. Look at the liberal.
What you homeworking labor for?
Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead. Why are you stepping the show?
Look at the liberal. Look at the liberal.
Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead. What are going to
So
disturb my show?
Boblo, my brother, you gotta be, this is not a theater for debate. If you bring anybody, once the issue is on a discussion, we can discuss like you and my brother. I'm not going to go into a debate and like I'm in a challenge or something. I don't. If I want to be in politics, I will go. I'm not a politician, brother. So I'm just giving my candid opinion and sharing my mind. But I wanted to tell you that when me and I have sat on the floor to talk to my grandma, my grandpa. I have sat on the floor to talk to them. Sitting on the floor is a cultural thing in our country to talk to elders based upon the gravity of the discussion involved. So in that light, there is nothing. I thought he brought something very fine. The VP, there's an allegation on one of the employees that work in the office of the vice president that was caught in trying to bribe for drugs. I thought those are the kind of things they were coming to bring us to talk about. But all those things will pass. They will be talking about tabula rasa and things. That what they will be talking, because that is what they discussed at the level they're on. That's why United Party will flog them again. Liberal, and we yeah, you people flog them because they allow that how they were sitting down. United Party people removed the speaker. They were still sitting down talking and tabula rasa bugania. They were sitting down. They removed them from the headquarters. Now they own half lot. They have that. We're still waiting for the people to come beat it. We'll be here. We
I'm
watch
putting the
it.
number up for Libra man to call. Libra man,
No,
only
I'm running
Libra
away.
man.
I can't because they come and start calling.
No,
Especially the
only one
Bobla.
call. Only one call. I'm only take Libra man call. Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead. Why are you
Yeah.
talking? I'm waiting.
So
Libra
they,
man, you have the phone here. I'm not Chinese phone. I'm waiting for you.
they will be sitting there again. The people will be beating them to everything. Then they will say, "Oh, how we look at the kind of thing." Then what Maggie was talking yesterday. My big brother, I get high respect for him. He's a political giant. But some of the things that he was talking yesterday, I know that yesterday or the day before,
That's
that
Sunday.
that tabata.
Okay. Thank you, Terry. Libra man, I hear from you. I'm taking the number up.
Mr. To, that time I want you to pronounce the name because I tell a man I called Dr. Toto. He even know the place coming from. They call the clan Patolo Clan District. Patolo Clan.
Okay.
Patolo Clan District, Nyanfo Kwali Chiefdom. So you don't even know a place Salala is located. He
Okay.
just Toto not even part of the Patolo Clan District. You don't even
All
know
right.
that Patolo Clan. So
Thank
tell
you.
But
you say
Salala is between Wiala and Torota. What are you talking?
but how you
All right.
consider Toronto to be part of Salala? If Salala is between Wiala and Toronto.
Okay, guys. Let me take
No,
it.
that's a
Caller, what's
different
your name?
district.
Where you're calling from? Is it the
There's a
Libra
different
man?
district, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's a Liberian man. His other name is Amos.
Oh,
But
Jesus Christ.
I mean, listen, so seriously, keep changing your numbers, but now you guys, I don't blame you people because tradition differs. I don't know much about the southeast, so I can tell you what the
You don't
tradition is
even
in the
know about the
southeast.
culture in Lofa Country. What you speaking about
No,
culture in like Lofa? You speaking in heavy Siri? I beg you,
Mr.
man. Amos.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me speak it. Look, I grew up in Foya. This how I grew up. Like I always told you, that I went to school behind just about. Nobody should behind just about President Barker's house. Nobody should tell you that because of culture, your nephew will come and lie down under you. No way. You can't even allow that. Now, Mr. Cho, let me tell you about the local culture. Say you did something wrong against your elder. You know what you're supposed to do? You come, sometimes you can kneel down and say, "Oh, please forgive me." You beg, you kneel down. You know what you kneel down? They are bound by tradition to put their hand on your back. They are bound by tradition. Put your hand on their back. Say, "No, get up." If an elder allows you to bow down to them and talk, trust me, I've not watched the video today. I just heard about it. I have nothing, but I'm just telling you about what the culture is. You're supposed to put your hand on their back. Ask anybody that knows about the tradition in Lofa, Bong, those counties, Lofa, Bong, the Pele people, the Bandi people, the Loma people, the Bele people. They are all our nephews. We the Kisi people are all our nephews. So even somebody that live for you, when they offend you, they come and kneel down to you, the first thing you're supposed to do is touch your back and say, you know what, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's okay, get up. Then they can get up and explain themselves. So I've not watched the video, but I'm telling you, that's the actual tradition.
Thank you.
If you allow somebody to go through, kneel down, bow down, do this, it's a sign of disrespect. I'm telling you the truth. And politically, it's not good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amos. But the other kissy Syria that too much for me. I need to see your long birth certificate, form of birth certificate. All right, folks. Dr. Toto will bring it out tomorrow. Mose, I send the link out. The link is out there. I don't know what happened, but meet us tomorrow and we'll discuss. All right. So as I stated before the beginning of the at the beginning of the show, that every from now on, I will take 15-20 minutes of your time to read these documents until I can upload them into the archive that we're trying to set up on LiberalPublic.com. So let me go ahead and read it. Walter Carter and Terry, if you feel you're busy, you want to leave, you can do so and just listen to me off air. Yes.
Yeah, I will see you later.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Walter Carter, you want to leave? That's fine with me as well.
Yeah, we'll be listening to you off air, so you can
Okay.
take time
Thank
to
you.
read it good. I won't distract you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
That you would distract me. Do I let
Mr.
somebody
Toll,
get
if I still on the thing, I will distract you because
how
I
you would
thought you were eat
distract me?
crow.
How
I will
you
make
would
you eat crow to
distract me?
now.
How you
I
would
will make you eat
distract me?
because you eating crow. They
Okay.
play act. I know when the liberal is in this prime, how you don't fire back. The liberal even get a face to fire back because he know the thing here is something that bad.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much, liberal, for the
Thank you.
show. Nice
Thank
show.
you. Okay. Guys, before I close, let me read this thing here. Now, let's put a little context here, some political context of what I'm going to be reading here to you. This is back in March 31st, 1979. April 14, Rice Riot happening. So before that time, okay, if you were in Monrovia those days and perhaps were involved, like I was, one of the foot soldier, young, very young, don't know anything about foot soldier. But some of the things they would tell us that the two-way party were treating us bad. And those of us from the countryside, we saw some of the things. And when we go to Coconut Plantation Sunday morning for the gathering where they will come and lecture us and speak to us, uh, the thing that they would talk about, it really moved your soul. You saw people paying, they would talk about you. And you remember way back when you're in the country, the people pay taxes, the money don't come back to you for school. They come here and build all the Congo people children go to Google school here. Where you go? Taught me how. This is how they start. They'll say when you go to when you listen you're listening when you start your school in Monroe. First, when you're in the barracks, you go to Pressing Elementary School. From Pressing Elementary School, then you go to GWKC. From GWKC, then you go to Material Nipo. From Material Nipo, then you go to Tottenham High. From Tottenham High, then you go to LU. But what do they have? They have Katira. They got I don't call it all the other school, the big piece Concord school, the one we consider Concord school those days. And they will even tell you that many of our friends, they pass the LU test, they take their name off of them and put their children's name on the propagandists. So from that, and if you were able to, here's the thing about me at that time, this particular time, I was still green as far as Maria is concerned. Um, I was not at LU. I was still 7th, 8th grade student, moving up to 9 or so. But the lady, my mom, I was working for the Ministry of Education, Madam Dr. Bertha Baker Zango, made it her duty to have people who are educated for me to know them because I was not into school business. Get a street, eat your raw. In the morning, I'll go to work. No school business, but she wanted me to learn. So she used to say, okay, the people having court section today, go to the courthouse and listen. Or she will bring some like people that like Jackson F. Doe will come to visit her because they're friends, and then she will call me in the office and introduce me. Dr. Bullet King, this is what turned me around. I think I told you the story before. When Dr. Bullet came from Canton, Ohio, and went to Liberia to work, he went straight. He was working for her, so she have Dr. Bullet in the office and he invited me and say, "Saying you part, you don't let school business. This is a crime, man. his PhD. At that time in Liberia, the only crown man that I know that had PhD in Liberia at that time, they call him Dr. Trouble Baha. I believe he was a queenable person, but he was the only one. So I said, but who crown man, light skin like they were they want come to bluff me again. The man, what business they had? I was saying it to myself. I said, okay, man, man, I know that crown. So Dr. Bode spoke crown. You know, farmer. I said, what? What? So Dr. Bode started talking to me in crown, how important education business was, stuff like that. I went home, told my friends, called most of my friends. So then nightclub was not something that I want to do anymore. I want to be serious with school business. So we started. But anyhow, and after that, I started listening. I was living in a house where the only me and one other guy were not LU student, but Kofa Tumu, I don't know, I think in New Jersey, Kofa was at LU. What's his name? Gus was at LU, and the other Lama guy was at LU. So they have one, two room like that. Okay, so most of them were at LU. I was the other guy, Basa man, was at LU, and then the other guy who graduated from BWI, BWI was also getting ready to go to LU. Anyway, but I used to hang with these people. So there was a lot of information, a lot of stuff. The school, Sunday night, you listen to top of them preaching. Sunday morning, you listen to Mother Dukley. Second time, you listen to Bishop Warner. So there was a lot of issue that was happening. Sunday night, you listen to ELBC, where they were interviews market women. One time, the market woman was saying, we sell coal, Tobo sell, the president Tobo sell coal. We buy better ball, President Tobo buy better ball. Everything we're doing, what will we do now? From that context now. Let's read this. So the revolutionary paper here, they have their PAR has their own newspaper here in the United States. They will print them out and mail them. Okay. And then some of us will carry them around. Good thing good thing our government were not brutal as people thought it was, because they would have decapitated some of us if it was in any other country, especially in Ireland. Catch up, take care of it. But let's read this. Let's read this. Okay. Yeah. The cartel is resting. I'm praying every time I come out. I can't pray. Okay, I can't pray to God. Then I get a cartel around that. It don't work. God and cartel don't work together. But my cartel, are fake cartel anyway. So I just carry around to block, but I can scare people with it. But let's go ahead. So the revolution. Let's say it's the March 31st, 1979. Now the propagandists, young people, I want them to listen to this. It's very interesting. As I stated earlier, the like of Prince Sherry, they pick words. Words are powerful. And Prince Sherry, from what I know, he has the ability to pick a word, and he would try to utilize that word effectively by repeating it. And Prince Sherry, it seemed to me that he've come to realize that many people, once you tell them something over and over and over, some people tend to believe it, and it's difficult to dislodge them from that belief. And this is the time of PAR, Progressive Alliance of Liberia. Marcus Matthew then was the chairperson. So you have people like Johnson was member. You have people like Dr. Marcus Down was member. In fact, he was a propagandist at the time. You have people like Deacon Carter. You have people like Oscar Kia. You have people like some other folks that I don't quite remember their name now. But let's move on. So this paper was written here. It said, another price, okay, this is in this issue, another price increase. Chinonwe recommend high price for rice, power plant mass demonstration of rice issue. On rice issue. Another price increase. Chinonwe recommend high price for rice. Honorable Florence Chinonwe, Minister of Agriculture, has recommended to the National Legislature that the price of rice be increased as an incentive to local farmers. I want you to pick that one up. She proposed that the price of 100 bag rice of locally produced rice be increased from $22 to $25, an increase of 13.6%. She further suggested that the price of an equal amount of imported parboiled rice be raised from $22 to $30. Grown rice, local grown rice from 22 to 25. Imported rice from 22 to 30. I want you to go through with that. That is by increase of 36.5%. Okay. The other one, locally grown, the increase is 13.6. The parboiled rice being imported. I want you to get the context on this. It's 36.4%. Who will benefit? Now, these young people, they came to the United States, educated themselves, and they were not playing around. These are the problem. The two-way party did not recognize these things. By the time they recognized, it was late. From my perspective, by the time two-way party recognized, it was late. Because many of the propaganda issues in Liberia being produced by PA was already taking root. And that is the separation, the diversion between PA and Moja. Moja was locally involved, but they were pretty much like intellectual revolutionary, whereas PA were very aggressive, very aggressive. They were going to the root, to the slum. Moja was pretty much LDU student and blah, 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 those kinds of stuff. But let's move on. Who will benefit? Who are the farmers who need to be? I'm way okay. I'll give myself 15 minutes. See you if you're listening. Please permit me to use 15 minutes. Who are the farmers who need to be encouraged to grow more rice? Interestingly, the major producer of rice in Liberia includes some officials at the higher level of government. Among his many occupations, listen to this now. Among his many occupations, Dr. William Arataba, the president of Liberia, is a rice farmer. He is a producer of large quantity. In fact, in recent time, he received a prize for being the larger individual producer of rice in Liberia. Of course, the larger producer of rice will certainly be individual who will stand to benefit most from the increase in the price of locally produced rice. Until recently, Tabo administration pretended that the country was making tremendous progress towards self-sufficient in the rice production. It told the public that everybody who was so proud to be a farmer, or at least a farmer's son or daughter. The Ministry of Information continues to print a photograph showing a stockpile of rice in an effort to convince an unsure public. If the farmer have had enough incentive to have been producing such large quantities of rice, as the Taba administration tried to have the public to believe, why must the poor be burdened by an additional price increase? Having the farmer been doing rather well without aid, which farmer told Honorable Chinome that they needed encouragement by way of price increase? Could they be those farmers from the ruling class? Liberia. You got some smart people. Very, very intelligent Liberians. If you're not careful, they will destabilize. And we saw that. Let's go ahead. Okay. While Minister Chinwe does know how to read, it appears doubtful that she has drawn the proper conclusion from some of the figures that This thing is all figures that are available right in her office. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, the total cost to the farmer for producing 1 acre of swam rice using traditional farming method is $151.55. This generates a net profit of $68.45. However, in the face of mechanizing production, the total cost of producing 1 acre of irregular swamp rice is $595.85. Okay, producing a net profit of $246.18. What is it necessary? Why is it necessary? Mechanized production equipment will make a difference. The difference between $68 and $246 an acre. In order to afford it, the farmer will have to be more extensively organized into a cooperative whereby they can secure loan and spread out the cost of a machine among themselves. They don't have that. So PAR is now saying to the public, if you're going to make money, you have to mechanize mechanizing farming. If you use your hand and stuff, at the end of the day, your profit is going to be $68. If you use machine, at the end of the day, your profit is going to be $246. Okay? So SPY is then planting the seed now. And I will go deep into that. SPY is now planting the seed to see why Liberians should reject the increase of their staple food, the price increase of their staple food, the rice riot. The seed is being planted in the mind of Liberians. Now, you will say, but most Liberians cannot read and write, which is okay. But guess what? Guess what? People, the like of Wilson Tapper used to be my teacher at how do you call it? At GW Gissing, economic teacher. Well, economic, they call it. Okay. But when he comes to class, he's coming with this revolution pamphlet. Instead of teaching the economy, he will read it to us. And we leave from there. We become foot soldier. And people go in places. They become conversation. When you go to coconut plantation in the morning, when they finish telling you, you come from there, you'll go play football. They become conversation. There's another issue. You remember Dr. Tipote? How the shoes, the slipper he used to wear, they call it Tipote. Rubber tire made out of rubber slipper. But the sneak, how do you call it? Sanos. They call it Tipote. And it was thing people were wearing all over Monrovia. All over. People, it was so much in demand that people used to make them down waterside and sell them. So Liberians at that time, but Tui Party did not recognize that Liberians were so much tired of the kinds of problems people were facing. Tui Party did not recognize. Tui Party thought that they had it under control. Students were resisting Kabibo distributing Kabibo, and people say, "We don't want Kabibo." Students were resisting. However, it was no violence. No violence. Okay, let me go on. Okay. This is what Minister Chinwe should be more vigorously promoting. That is, if she does take her job seriously. Most rice farmers are engaged in substance agriculture. They are only growing enough to feed themselves. Some can highly do that. quite a few have to rely on imported rice during the rainy season. Most have only a cutlass and a hook, and there is a limit to the number of acres they can clear and plant with such with such uh, implement implant. Okay, so that means if when you make farm back home, you don't have enough machine to clear a whole land, and you don't have machine to plant the rice. You do it. It's a physical labor. You don't have the strength to do all that. So how the heck the thing say local farmer will be able to feed the entire country without thinking that they need, if they wanted that, they need to bring machine. They need, since Liberians were then willing to make farm, those who were willing to make farm, give them the machine to make farm. And the mistake is still being made today. They want Liberian to produce rice, but they're refusing to give them the machine. They're talking about yellow machine to build roads. You're building the road. Where the rice coming from to go to carry up and down? Give the farmer the needed equipment to do it. This was back in 1979. Okay, let's go on. Okay. Most have only collected, okay, blah, blah, blah. The price of rice could be $100 a bag, and it is still would not matter to the farmer if he does not have the tools to produce beyond substance. According to Minister Chinaway, local farmer produce 200. Listen to this. This is very important, and I will close on this here after this page, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Okay. According to Minister Chinaway, local farmers produce 256 metric tons of rice in 1977. See, Liberian Age, and that's the other newspaper that used to go around a lot. Liberian Age of March 16, 1979. This amount to only 5,688 100-pound bags. Now listen to this one. This is the thing now that many Liberians start saying to themselves, this is wrong. This is wrong. We're not going to allow that. Listen to this. Okay. Of course, most of this was for the farmer own use. Okay, this thing. Even if it is assumed that our farmer will produce 6,500 bags in 1979, and if it is further assumed that they will put every bag on the market, a $3 price increase will give the farmer an additional profit of $19,500. On the other hand, this is a very interesting one. On the other hand, they say, Chinaway affirmed that the quantity of rice Liberia imported in 1978 amount to 47,879 metric tons. This is 1,063,671 100-pound bags. A price increase of $8 will provide importer an additional profit of more than $8 million. Importer. And who are the importers? Who are the importers? And people thought the rice riot was just a way to destroy the country image. Who are the importers? Okay. 19,500 for farmers in the countryside. $8 million for importers in Monreal. 8 million of the poor people sweat. Is Honorable Chinaway aware of this? Yes, of course. These were the kinds of argument Power was making at the time. And LU students pick those things up. And then it becomes a conversation among Liberians. Okay. The lady knows what she's doing. And this cannot be helped but attract attention to the rumors that some wealthy Liberians are seeking permit. Listen to this now. With this kinds of statistic at the agriculture ministry. Wealthy Liberians are seeking permit to import large quantities of rice, which they may likely keep to be sold at even higher price. After the importation of rice is terminated in 1980, the public could end up paying a very high price of Chinaway's desire to help our farmer, as they claim. The income level of the consumer who's buying these things. What is the what? Okay, the consumer of this rice that they're gonna do the what is the income level of Liberians at the time that are willing to go and buy these kinds of pay these kinds of money for rice? Let's look at that. And what is the income level of those whom Minister Chinaway seem to heartlessly assume are able to produce rice at the higher price? According to the World Bank report, way back then on Liberia, 74% of the population has a per capita income of $70 a year. I was making $75, $70 a year. I was making more money than by then. Okay, this means that for 74% of the Liberian people of the people in Liberia, if the money they make each year were put together and then divided equally among all of them, each person will get $70 a year. So that means all the money in Liberia are based on the population, which is 1.5 at that time, 1.5 million at that time, and they divide it. So each person in Liberia will get $70 a year. This report also showed that for 4% of the population, the per capita income, listen to this now, 4%, 4%, the elite, the population, 4% capita per, the $3,000 a year. Those days, you're making $3,000 a year. I mean, just if they divide the amount, 4% of it divided the top money. Okay, most of these, most of those with the per capita income of $70 in rural Liberia, out of the $70, those with hot have to pay. This is what was really getting to us at that time. You get $70. Those with hot have to pay $20 in tax every year. Hot tax. Hot tax. These are the same people who have to make not so-called voluntary contribution to the rally time. Have you heard of rally time market before? Rally time. And who are now also being asked by the government to engage in self-help development projects. They cannot afford any increase in the price of rice of anything. Moja, propagandists, they can shake things up if you're not careful. And that's what I say here to many of you. The like of Prince Sherry, when they come on our show, you don't listen to Prince yelling and stuff like that. Don't worry about him yelling. That's how he talks. Listen to the message. What words Prince use, his choice of words are very critical. And I'm picking on him because I think he's very smart. And he knows exactly. He knows exactly the choice of words. They don't listen to Traveler Razan. Do I know what Traveler Razan is? You come to Tabula, people listen to you. But the like of Prince Sherry, those are the propagandists of CDC. You have to listen to them very carefully in order for you to analyze what they're saying, for you to respond effectively. But if you just come and say, "Oh, Prince Sherry, just yell to me, I don't got that," they will eat your lunch. CDC, if we're not careful, CDC will use the kinds of method, what I'm just reading to you now, and come back to power very easily. But we are here. We're not all stupid. Let me finish this page, and then I will move on. The Auburn area present an equally dismal picture. The government admits that unemployment is as high as 25% in the city, but it contends that even the ladies the later site at street corner, okay, a street corner with pen of orange. Okay, those are the people that used to sell things now. Not that bad as it is now. Those days, the ladies they sitting at the street corner with pen of oranges for sale are employed. That's what the government was saying. How do they count that? What did the people you sell oranges those days? They don't put their money in the bank for you to know how much they put in there or what they get in their account. But it's the government say that they consider their employment. They use that opportunity to take money because when they put that on the books, instead of people having 25% unemployment, they put the orange seller and thing that on the book, they bring it down to maybe 10% or even 5% unemployment. So when they count that, they take that money to say we're paying employees. The money go to their own self. They're stealing like bread. They're not just not business, my people. They're not just not business. But let me go on so I can finish, okay? Most people cannot afford to buy rice even at current price, $22. Who can take? I'm making $70, $75 a month, and you want me to pay $22 for a bag of rice? How much would it be for me to pay? I was paying my rent at that time was $35 of one room, $35 a room. Okay, because I want to live high class. Why looking for going in a zine room paying $10? I beg you, man. I want to live in concrete, $35 a month, no problem. I also got LPA. Is that what they call it? LPA? I'm paying 11 man. So by the time all that thing come out of my $75, that thing left. Okay. Perhaps Honorable Chinome could not care about all of this because she has a job from which she deserves more. Yeah. More. Okay. Let me. So where is this? More 26,600 in salary. Okay. She deserves more than 26,600 in salary and French benefit each year. Yeah, they said each year she make $26,600 every year with French benefit as a minister. She and the people in her class would not be the ones to starve. She comes to be familiar with the rhythm of all my mother's children. Yes, she probably says, and when I get my stomach full, I don't care for the rest. When they read a thing to you Sunday morning, coconut plantation, you hungry already. Oh. You hungry already. Then they read a thing, and Florence Way. You can see them. Then they say she's making 21,600 a month with French benefit. Then they pull the thing here. Then you think, is that what she's saying? Your mind scatter. Your mind scatter. And most of the people that were at the coconut plantation most Sunday morning are people from the BTC, army people. Army people. So by the time the rice riot happened, the army was like this here. The only people who started problem were the police. Because most of the army folks themselves have gone through. And yes, another interesting thing here. Back in 1976, right? 1976. For some reason, two party they were not serious. They were not serious. 1976, they went and get promotion to many, almost like 1,000 or plus army personnel. My own little brother came from private. He became corporal. He was dancing all day because he talking about almost like from 125 to almost 150 or $175 now. A lot of money. People were turning from captain to major. The next 2 days, they rescind the promotion, my people. Tower resent the promotion. That the army would never, never until they took Tower out. Never forget that. It was always when you go when even when the army people come to Atlanta Stadium to play football. When you beat them with the red of flock the spectator, you always say, what happened? They never forgot that. All right, folks. This is Samson Tour, the liberal. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of documents here. A lot of documents here. The sad thing is, let me say this again to my brothers and sisters um, in Liberia. Those days, Liberia would have had the civil war started long, long, long before it started. But I truly believe, because as a young man myself, I truly believe that if it was not for people like Muhammad Musa then, Sabah Maya then, Abba Naden, the late Abba Naden, Santo Maria then, playing football, and you have people in the street like what they do now, they ain't got nothing to do, you would have serious problem back then. But when Sunday come around, when I am Barrow on the field, or Batman, St. Joseph, or St. Joseph St. Joseph Barrow, when they're playing, the whole town, the whole of Monterey, you those of you that grew up in Monterey those days, you know, the place is empty. The whole stadium is full, around stadium full. People sitting on the wall. Some of us ain't got no fast end to go in. We climb the wall. We scale the walls. So what they did, in order to get us, they call Grenada to get rid of us, they started putting grass battle on the concrete all around. You can't take a stick, clean the place where you sit on. I think people doing murder, but now the people are just violent. Those days you don't know fight. When you and somebody get in a fight, eh? You and somebody get in a fight, that BT, you beat the person, that's okay. Nobody take knife or anything like that. But you can't do that anymore. But anyhow, we will finish this story tomorrow. It's a very interesting one. But the reason why I'm doing this particular story here is so you will see how if somebody starts something, you don't push back. Here's what some of the things the two party was saying. That Totman was able to open the eyes of the interior, open the interior up. And the people in the interior really, really love Totman. There's no question asked. When Totman died in Monrovia, people in the barrier, the army people were crying. My uncle then, they all were crying. You know what the people say about Tower? That he mean. In the barracks. I was hearing it. That he mean. That people, they may he come and be president. When you go on your farm, you take orange from or breadfruit from it, he want you to pluck it back in there. They said the man was mean. So as far as I'm concerned, Tower had it was already done for him. But we'll read more. With that, folks, Samson told La Bro Radio. I'm going to say thank you, guys. I'm sorry that I went way, way over tonight. But I thought I'd do this here because sometimes most of the young people around, they jump into these things without really understanding what they're jumping into. The only thing most of them can remember right now is the war. They can't go back before the war. What happened? How did we get to that point? And I'm starting right here from the rice riot, and I will continue leading to the war. And you will understand that Liberians continue to change themselves instead of following the rule of law. Instead of following the rule of law, they decided, many Liberians decided my way or no way. And many Liberians decided to resist People, those who were in power, decided they were going to use their power to benefit them and call it democracy. And in fact, because of the Cold War at the time, we have documents here that we will be reading where they will associate themselves with so-called enemy of the U.S. And then the U.S. will have communication here to say we have to make sure Liberia stay within. And they supported certain group or supported the government, knowing full well that what was happening in the country was not conducive, knowing full well that what was happening in the country was not sustainable. But our folks themselves, listen to this. I have document here. Those who wrote the Constitution, 1986 Constitution, why do you think that they increased the senator power, stay in power for 9 years? Why do you think that they have the president going from 4 to 6 and then the other? Why? They intend, according to what I have here, according to and people who wrote this, they themselves were explained to you when I read to read it. The intent was that many of the progressive, including Moja, were then going to go into these positions, senatorial position, into these representative position, and change the country from there. They believe that it was going to take at least 9 years to get true democracy root into the country. But folks, what I have here, these documents that I get, what do you think? You think I'm going crazy? No. They believe that if they themselves were to occupy those positions, be a senator, be the representative, they were going to use the opportunity to actually bring about true democracy, what they believe was going to be true democracy. The argument among themselves was there was those who want to use African socialism. The same argument Julius Nyerere was raising in Tanzania. But those in Liberia that believe that African socialism was going to be one of the way to get a true democracy in Liberia. And there was those who said, no, we can't do that. Because if we do, many of the friends in the West will turn against us. We got documents. Oh, the liberal, oh my goodness. A good to read. I don't even finish high school, yo. I'm still trying my best to finish to get my GED. But just what the thing. That's what I think. We had a program in Akron, Ohio, Akron University, Ohio, where Dr. Tipote, Dr. Sawyer, at that time Milton Tiaji, who's a former, he was a how do you call it, MC at that time, and there was a conversation as to where do we go from here? Why is it under this military government? Why is it that people are saying that come certain time that this government will turn over? There was a heated argument at the conference that time. I was share some picture with you. I was a participant, but at that time, my spirit I just came from a lot of issue in Liberia. What was affecting me emotionally? I was trying to get myself together. I was not quite myself, but I just ride with them because Dr. Tipper wanted me to be there and what have you at that time now. So I was there, but if you watch my picture with him, you will know I was not quite to myself at that time. Things were not life, well, life, but not the living condition of America that was giving me. No, none of that. But it was psychologically was very difficult time for me. Okay, so, but there was some. We had Doctor Kote. He's from Germany. In fact, he wanted me to go with him to stay in Germany at the time. I just didn't want to go to Germany and stay. Okay, he wrote a lot of. In fact, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, okay. This is one of the pamphlets he wrote right here. This guy that I'm talking about. But his pamphlet deals with statistic in all kinds of graft. Right? He's a PhD with some pictures, you know. But that's what we have. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Radio, those of you that are listening tonight, I hope you enjoyed the last one. And I went over more than 30 minutes. I'm sorry about that, but this is what we do. And we'll be back again tomorrow. I hope that you will join us to finish this pamphlet. You know me. I sat here about 3 years ago. I did the whole trial of Dr. Famula Sunyan. And that was a very interesting trial. I did the whole thing. I read the whole thing from start to finish. And if you were to follow that, man, the country that country has been ripe for conflict long time. It's just like God has been with us. The way Dr. Famula Senior were treated among the elite in Liberia, how he was set up. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Some of the people that were involved in the setup, it was unbelievable the way they treat their own. In fact, G.A.A. Pierre made a statement during the trial to say, we gave you an opportunity to be part of us. Is that how you're going to repay us? Or Liberians? And G.A.A. Pierre is saying in the courthouse, we gave you opportunity to be part of us. Is that how you're going to repay us? And then G.A. Pierre asked a question. Go and research and you'll find. He said, who sold us? You people say we came as a free slave. Who sold us to America? To the free world as slaves? Who sold us? You did. The anger. And when they came back, they came with vengeance. Liberia history is sweet. It's sweet, but deep. I'm not going to finish all that tonight. Let me just stop for now and say thank you very much, folks. Samson told Labra Burrito. Join us again tomorrow. When your team, we come here and talk about, whoa, somebody's stealing you. You think that's just no business? You think that's just no business? You think that's just no business? No. Thank you very much. And we will say good night to all of you. It's a wonderful, wonderful Monday afternoon. Thank God that we're ancient right now. I can't wait to go back to work tomorrow morning to start all my design all over. I mean, not all over, but to continue my design. I think that for some reason, the older I get, the more smarter. I wish I was smart like this when I was young. Oh, I would have been, I think that are difficult those days like this. But I still have not finished my high school yet. I'm still trying to get my GED. I'm still trying to get my GED, as I stated. So, thank you very much. Good night, folks.
Si o game vai tu adi anaro sira mamenu de agosamu kono waga rere ne pe yo ganti aplo adi anaro sira kadu Sago Bushimbo, Sazo Mega, ye blanco kwa di, so eh, Kawaka kama, mapenyo, nyokoziza. Bagum ye botlana, ye to dogging sikewe, okay, the sugu, kuwa boy, the sea, ao, mamem, Budoking the sugu. Little man away, you was so the sikewe, okay, the sugu, kuwa boy, the sea, ao, okay, the sugu, tomorrow. Nyera no I woka da boa ma we ko ya mo ite won wore to ke won ro gon be ke ido ma we so ye ti go la ku ye ko mo te wonu agara gara mo yi mu so e kaso mo black ya mo yi nya ba wa ka ma o I was so ye ti go I want to see why you took that my name will be there. Those scared of me, I want your good. Some yet. Maluo. Puta que não gonza cesa e como meu na zela go apaka inte tu me tone magawa kori de take gonga gbebo atene mage yama se we wa pia yo so re tu magasi ma u kala mi la dia mi yama wa kama ana nere yetu I have a see you go to it. When you got to it, go to it.